Recording start. Welcome back to TSVA Plays Dungeons and Dragons. With me, your DM, Jameeeesh. Joined by very special friends, Zoe, RB, Jojorawr, Comikat, and TrashQueen herself. We're in the presence of royalty this evening. How are we all doing?
Good.
I'm cold.
I'm asleep.
I'm full of beans.
But hopefully this will wake me up, huh?
Yeah.
Wake me up inside.
Wake me up. Save her. Alright.
Let's begin where we left off, which was
Awkward.
I think I have the freaking screen still up. Where is it? Yeah, here we are. Let's start where we left it off last time.
Someone's echoing.
Is it me? I feel like it might be me.
No, I hear you echoing too.
Okay. I think that might
It's
be because I'm
weird.
coming through Roll20.
Huh.
How do I disable my microphone?
Go to your cogwheel and then you go on to broadcast video if you want to keep broadcasting your video.
Okay. Has that helped?
I mean, I've
Echo,
muted everybody
echo.
anyway.
Okay. I've broadcasted.
Everyone's being quiet now, so I can't tell.
Okay.
You can also set it to what you want to see from others. You can just say, like, camera only.
Yeah. Or indeed nothing, because we're going through Discord, so it should be okay.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Yeah, so we're joining our heroes, Eirys, Ella, Yell, and Kyro, as they finish cutting through and blasting with thunderous lightning energy a group of bandits that are attempting to steal from them a diamond that they'd been given from by a wizard who lives in the fishing village of Uthella, who's given them a desperate mission to save Kyro's brother by means of powerful resurrection magic after having been killed by a creature of the lake. They are on the road, they have been ambushed, but their destination is the mountainside town of Trinstone, which sits at the base of a great stair that goes to the top of the mountain. The highest point of the mountains of Trine is where a solitary temple stands, and within the temple is the promise of some magicians with the power to perhaps restore Kyro's brother. But so far, they haven't gone that far. They've been attacked by a group of bandits, and as the kind of gory haze clears, as Kyro and a mysterious shadowy figure cut through the last bandit, their breath comes steady and their eyes meet. And it is indeed Kyro's father. Over to you.
So, last I remember, he went in for a hug, and Kyro, like, held out a knife, and he was like, now hold on.
Kyro, what would you like to do?
Keep my distance from this Drow.
Okay, Kyro's untrusting of this mysterious stranger. He's approached you saying, "My boy!" But you
And
decided
he's
not.
like, don't you recognize me? I'm your dad.
Yeah, I'm a dead dad.
Well, I mean, clearly not, but my death was greatly exaggerated, it seems.
Okay. Would anyone else like to approach or say anything else, or would we like to talk about
I'm
where you're going?
just watching with a raised eyebrow, looking from one to the other.
I believe during this process I was cutting up all the bodies. Like removing eyes and ears and stuff.
Well, that's gross.
What kind of check is that? Make
A growth check?
Sleight of
Make
hand?
a growth check.
Make a survival check.
A gore check.
Counts as
Ooh, ooh, oh! This is great. This is a total survival check of 3.
wow. I
They're
mean,
gonna get messy.
you walk over to Ella with a gleeful grin on your face and a handful, just a handful of complete like gore. And Ella, you see as he kind of thrusts it towards your face, like as if he's like won some kind of great prize. But it's just a bloody lump. You don't know what it is.
I mean, I didn't want them for a prize. I was just removing them as a hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil type thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you were cutting across their eyes, their
His mouth and their
cutting off
ears.
their ears, and then cutting out the tongue, weren't you?
Okay. So you basically make pulpy messes of all of
Gross.
their faces.
Cool.
So
Close
Different
enough.
means, same end.
You've succeeded in what you intended to do in that they can't see, hear, or like talk anymore. But they're also dead.
I mean, they were dead.
Yeah. So
It
like.
was more of a warning than anything.
I see.
but it gets the same message across.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a warning.
They wouldn't make very good zombies.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
It wouldn't make very talkative zombies, at least.
It's true. Like, would the zombies still be effective? Would they still be able to? I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know either.
One to think about for later.
Shrug.
When you guys fight like level 50 zombies later on that don't have any face, you know where they came from.
Damn it, why are you
guess-
giving away my character arc?
Oh god, no! What have I done?
I mean, I was raising the zombies, duh.
Yeah, we will see. What would you guys like to do now? It's probably now towards like evening-ish time. You've been on the road for a few hours. The sun's beginning to set.
I could use a rest.
I'm probably still trying to convince my son that everything's cool.
Okay.
And I'm like, you do believe it's me, right? And he starts thinking of like, what's some things that only I
Oh yeah,
would know.
he did take his helmet off, so he does recognize him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't believe me just by our appearance, then he starts like listing off. Your mother's name was this. I forget what the mother's name was.
I know who you are, dumbass.
Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did. But I'm so glad to see you. This is so great.
Okay.
You're alive, and I'm alive, and
Yeah, good for you.
so, what are you doing on the surface, if I may ask?
We left.
We? Is your brother with you?
No.
Your mother?
No.
Okay, that's good, but, who did you leave
What
with?
are you
then?
doing up here?
Oh, well, you know, when I was... Basically what happened to me was that I was, I know he's, like, stalling a little bit right now, but it's because I'm getting a hold of the story in my own head and not him.
Okay, we can go back. We can go back to it later.
I go and get my horse.
I think we're gonna make camp.
Your horse is.
Like, it's a long and interesting story, and I'd love to tell you.
By evening, do you mean it's like daylight?
Daylight
it
is
from-
waning. The sun is beginning to set.
Oh. Well, because it was nighttime when we attacked the bandits, right?
Was it?
Yeah, we were traveling at night.
Yeah,
I
it
assume.
was-
Yeah.
we
Oh, I see.
travelled in
Oh.
the Drow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In that case, yeah. In that case, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. Thanks for the reminder.
Sorry.
Yeah, you guys can carry on traveling if you want through the night, if that helps, or you can take a rest, short rest or long rest. What would you like to do?
If you guys want to, we could take a short rest.
Yep.
It would
And
heal me
go
up,
until
but I am
dawn.
still tapped out on spells.
Yeah, because. Oh wait, you don't
What was-
recover your spells during a short rest?
No, not as a bard.
Oh,
I'm
You
not
want-
some druid with their stupid ability of getting spells back.
okay,
Wasn't
I
there
I'm
guess-
just jealous.
Didn't we take a long rest? When did
If
we
I
finish?
recall, wasn't there like a fire or smoke or something? Didn't we like burn the bodies? I saw we did something that was going to make
Oh
smoke.
yeah, I lit the bodies, didn't I?
Yeah, I'll say that before you lit the bodies, you attempted to do the hear no evil, see no evil thing, but made a mess of their face. But you did pile the bodies together after you looted them.
May I suggest that if we're going to rest, we don't do it next to the pile of corpses that's attracting a lot of attention?
Yeah.
Oh,
fair.
certainly not.
Hmm. Okay, so you guys are going to move along down the road a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you move on down.
Walk down the road, do.
And indeed,
And
as you
I'd
do-
say like off the road a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Again, you
off
say
road.
similarly to what you did before, off the road, within view of it, but far enough away that any passing travellers, you can make use of the crest of the hill alongside to kind of stay out of complete sight of the road. Would you like to proceed at a normal pace, or would you like to go stealthily?
Walking down the road, do.
Okay. So you just walk down. It's interesting that you mention as you walk away, and as Eirys, you lead your horse at the back of the group. You do hear the kind of thudding from further down the road behind you of rapidly approaching hooves and the shouting of guardsmen. By the time that they've arrived at this kind of smoky scene that you've left behind you, you're long gone. But indeed, the guards were encroaching, and you moved on just in time.
Ooh.
You move along. You move along for another, let's say, hour or so, and you begin noticing as the road continues south. There's the occasional copse of trees. One particular in a kind of a natural sort of small kind of dip in the land, not quite a valley, but maybe a smaller version of one. That looks like an ideal place for you to make a camp, should you want.
Ooh, an ideal place to make a camp? Yeah. Let's do that.
All right.
That sounds ideal.
You're required to cross the road. You do so. You walk across. Tell
Look
me about
both
your
ways.
camping equipment. Do you have tents here, or is it just bedrolls?
Oh, I will have a look on D&D Beyond,
D&D Beyond.
which has
D&D.
everything I need to know.
Do tents
Why,
come with
I
the
only have a
adventure
bedroll.
pack?
Don't plug them. They didn't pay us.
Yeah, that's true.
Not yet.
Do explorers
I will invoice
packs
you,
come with
D&D
tents?
Right.
Or should
Say again, Comikat. What'd you say?
explorers pack? Do they have tents?
You have a bedroll,
not,
but no
I've got a
tents.
roll.
I didn't think
Yeah.
I've got a bedroll.
I don't need any tents.
What's in your pack, Eirys?
I think it separately lists all my equipment, and it doesn't say
Yeah.
bedroll,
okay.
backpack, ball bearings.
Ah, yeah,
Handle.
so you-
Oh, yeah, no, the thieves
Service.
pack I don't think has, yeah.
I'll just be over here with my candle, guys. You all get comfy. It's fine. I'll just have a nice little bed out of leaves. It's cool. That's what we do.
I
I'm just a squirrel. It's fine.
I have a blanket.
Your
He offers a blanket to anyone that doesn't have a bed.
Eirys, your Ayla is showing.
Yeah, I turned into a squirrel, kind of.
So
Are you gonna make a fire, or are you gonna keep it chill?
Sintyrr, who was it that doesn't have a bed?
What time of year is it, GM?
It is spring approaching the Green Grass Festival. So
Is it kind of like
you're gonna find
approaching?
It's like a mid-spring kind of thing.
Let me just turn to the
How
relevant
cold would it
page.
be?
How cold?
There's definitely a chill in the air, because it is spring. I wouldn't say it's
Okay.
blisteringly cold. It's not autumn. It's not winter.
It's spring.
There's a nip in the air. Cold would be good for my crops. Never is.
Oh my god.
What page is my freaking? There's a. Okay, here we are. Okay, it is currently the month of Tarsak in the calendar of Harptos, according to the actual D&D lore. I'll say it's Tarsak the 20th, and the day after the 30th of Tarsak, at the end of the month, the Green Grass Holiday is happening. So Green Grass Holiday is 11 days away. Someone write that down, because we're going to need to remember that shit.
Tarsak the what?
Tarsak the 20th.
Alright.
How do you spell Tarzak? Is it like Tarzan?
It's Tarsakh. For those of you of military persuasion, that's Tango Alpha Romeo. Sierra-
I've made a
SKH,
character
kilo.
decision not to keep track of these things because he doesn't know the names of the months up on the surface and has basically decided that it's too much work to learn.
It's a trap.
My DMing life in a nutshell. Good. So,
Tarzak the
20th.
20th.
There are 30 days in every month. Tarsak is the 4th month of the year.
How useful.
11 days to Green Grass Festival.
Yeah, it is.
And you obviously you've heard that around town as you were like in Uthela, and obviously you're aware of that because you grew up in Dogbjorn and the surrounding little villages. Good. So you make up your camp. I'll say you make a fire that's small enough to kind of cook some rudimentary food and heat up. some rations.
Sintyrr offers his blanket to whoever doesn't have a bed.
Am I the only one?
Well, then
Yeah.
it's to you.
I
He's like,
awkwardly.
I have a blanket. Here you go.
I like super socially awkwardly accept this blanket, like super awkwardly.
It's chilly enough that you will benefit from that blanket. Who's taking first watch?
I will.
All right. Anyone going to help you?
I will.
Right. Who's making the perception roll? Bearing in mind it's dark, so think about. Do you both have dark vision, or
I got dark vision.
I do.
who's going to take the roll?
What's
I
your
will.
perception? Yeah.
Before all that, I think he would have like told at least his son about like how he got on the surface and why he's here and whatever.
Shall we wait for your watch to do that? Let's wait for your watch. You can take next, okay?
Alright.
I got 22.
Woo!
Oh wow. Okay. So as the kind of fire crackles to a loose ember and the moving bodies as they kind of shuffle to try and get some sleep, finally rest at ease and their breathing slows, you suddenly become aware of how bright the stars are, and the constellations in the sky have always been fascinating to you. In a way, they kind of take you away from what's been for you a pretty tough time, and you use the light from those stars to illuminate the tops of the copses of the tree, the copse that you're currently sitting in. And there are, it's interesting you mention a squirrel, because you see a squirrel scurrying amidst the branches above. It kind of lands down on the tree opposite you. It's about 30 feet away, and it kind of stands up and looks you directly in the eyes.
I throw my dagger at it.
Make an attack roll. Disadvantage, 30 feet is beyond the range of your dagger.
Oh, I only got 4. Is it beyond the...
Yeah, 20 feet is the range of the dagger. It's 30 feet from you. So it's
Yeah,
It's
you
only
do it,
30
but-
feet away.
yeah.
I got a 4.
What is the wisdom of a squirrel?
Are you gonna try and like break down its like soul?
I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on it.
20, so 4.
That luck for a fucking squirrel, guys. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you'll have one health. It's
I
just
got
whether
10.
or not I can hit it.
Wait, when it says +6 hit /DC.
It's.
Oh, because it's a finesse thing.
At least it's not just a random woods.
So I got 10 altogether.
I mean, Jesus Christ, that hits the squirrel.
Oh wow!
And it knocks Sintyrr out of his trance because he heard the meaty thwack of a squirrel,
I like to think it's like a. Dum.
and he's like, because he thinks they're under attack for a second, and then he's just like, why would you do that?
Yeah, you look over.
Is it dead?
Sintyrr. Yeah, you look over Sintyrr and you see the skewered body of the squirrel now kind of held in place by a quivering dagger that's in the process of going in the wood.
Can I
it-
collect it
shot.
and cook it, please?
Would you like to stoke the fire back out? At the moment, it's gone down to ashes. It's possible to build it back up again.
Yes, please.
Okay, make a survival check.
That's that was an impressive shot.
Thanks.
Well, at least you're gonna use it for something.
Talkative what? Shazzy?
Survival. 11.
I'll say that in preparing this thing, the dagger, it kind of cut through the middle of the thing and cut through bone and sinew. So there's not the dagger really made a mess of it, and you're doing the best that you possibly can. You produce a few mouthfuls, and the fire isn't necessarily built as well as it could be, but it's functional. I'd say that you could maybe last half a day on the meat from the squirrel.
Midnight snack.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just basically treat it as a midnight snack if you want to share it with other people.
So,
No, I'm good.
I go back to keeping watch.
have you named your horse yet?
What,
Me?
me or?
Eirys. Because Eirys and me are sharing a watch, right?
Yes, that's right.
I've called him Orion.
Any particular reason? Because, I mean, I've heard of a great name for a horse.
This is the first name that came to my head.
Have you considered mayo? Because when it makes a noise, well then mayonnaise.
I give him a death stare.
Sintyrr is laughing his ass off, and he's like,
Yeah, go
so
for it.
my horse's name was Augustus, but it is now Augustus Mayo.
Yes, so you do have a horse, don't you? Because you travel.
Yeah.
around, so you now have 2 horses. What does your horse look like? Sintyrr, what does your horse look like?
Oh, it's I think I put a picture in the chat. It's right above the dapple gray one. It's a solid gray color with like a white face and black mane and tail and
Oh,
like
okay,
a stripe on his back.
Got some
I
white
see.
socks.
I see. That's a very cool horse. Augustus Mayo.
It looks
but
like mayo.
Just to placate like Arby, at some point that's going to feature in DM's narration. And Arby, I'm so glad that you have like an outlet to play D&D and to make these terrible jokes. The rest of your you share the kind of remnants of the roasted squirrel, and by the time that's all cooked up and eaten, your watch of 4 hours passes. I'll say, Drow, you've benefited from the effects of a long rest because it's 4 hours is all you need to go in your trance. Eirys and Yell, you go to bed. Who's taking next watch?
Yes, that would be me.
Okay, you gonna be helped by anybody?
I'll help.
Yay!
Okay, Ella.
I think Sintyrr would want to hang out with his son.
Too bad, old man.
But
You know what, okay,
if
say
he's
then-
like just gonna be like no, then he'd just be sad.
I'll say then that all 3 of you benefit from a long rest just for the sake of making this easier, and the 3 of you get up halfway through the night. Eirys and Yell, you go to sleep. You guys get up. Yeah. Anything you want to talk about?
Sintyr's probably going to try to talk to his son more,
What'd you say?
whether his son likes it or not. He probably doesn't like it.
He doesn't care.
And, you know, he's probably at this point explained why he's on the surface and how he got to be here, which mostly was that he was in a Drow raiding party whose idea was that they were gonna go to the surface and pillage and bring back their riches for riches reasons, and that was the mission that he had disappeared on, supposedly dead. But what actually happened was that he fell off a cliff into a river, and his raiding party, of course, thought he was dead and left him. And he was instead found by a group of Eirys followers who took him in. And initially he was very suspicious of them, but they were just nothing but kind to him. And now it's been years and years, and he's come to become a follower himself.
Okay. All right. Kyro, what do you have to say to that?
And so how did you come to be traveling this way?
Oh, well, mostly it's just part of the job. I patrol the woods and make sure that Drow raiding parties don't harass people. And if I can convince them to join Eirys, then I try to do that.
Ella just sits there looking a bit awkward.
I also occasionally kill bandits, for community service sake.
All right.
All right.
Well, it's not like you lucked out.
Yeah, I think it was more than luck. I would say that this is providence.
Okay.
Sintyrr, you're facing in the right direction. Make a perception check.
Okay. All right. Perception. Okay, so that's a +3. Roll d20 +3. That.
12. I'll say that you're not sure as to what's in the thick of the trees on the other side of this little clearing in the middle of the copse that you camped in. But there's something shifting.
He stops and tries to indicate to the others that there's something shifty going on.
Okay.
Can I roll a perception check?
You certainly can.
All right.
Can I do the same?
Kyro, roll with advantage. Ella's helping you.
Alrighty. Perception is a 3.
Perception checks with advantage always make me laugh. I just imagine somebody's like, no, over there, like pointing and just trying to...
I like to think somebody grabs her head and just turns it in the right direction.
Yeah. What do your elf eyes see
I got
over
it.
there?
19.
It hits! God damn it. Amazing.
She's like looking around. A 19.
There's a glinting.
No,
As you turn
19.
around and you notice your father's kind of confused expression towards the trees, you turn and you see the pair of goblinoid eyes glinting from where the movement.
I want to shoot.
What would you like to do? He looks at you.
I want to shoot at the thing.
Okay, you're not okay. I'd say 19, 20 is what you needed. You don't know exactly, but you know that there's a goblinoid figure in the shadows, and he looks at you. You can make an attack with disadvantage.
All right. So that's a 9.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. So is it a bow? Is it a?
Yeah, it's a bow.
Yeah,
think
so
it's a
that kind
crossbow.
of whizzes into the undergrowth, and you lose an arrow. There's no way you're going to be able to find it. And
That's a bow.
There's a snarling, and from here we go. Let's actually move this across. From the snarling within, you notice a large goblinoid figure stepping forward outside of the underbrush. and then from his right-hand side, another. And another.
I'm gonna do a shout and be like, "Get up!"
Okay, roll initiative, everybody.
$19.
Oh.
Initiative.
1.
Oh, 8. I don't feel so bad now.
I like how you waited for somebody else to hopefully saying that there was something lower.
It's like,
I
yeah.
got an 8.
Oh
The
God.
rogues beat twinsies with an 8.
Huh?
Oh god.
Yay, we get to move in tandem.
Ah! I'm so fast.
So fast.
Damn you, father.
You guys are stirred. Yell and Eirys, you're stirred from sleep as you hear the snarling of some sick goblinoid creature emerging from the trees, and the voice of Kyro going, "Get up!" I don't know what's happening with my mouse. It's the synchronization with the icons is getting a bit weird.
I pick up my weapon and instantly jump to my feet. Like,
Okay. The Hobgoblin, who is the leader, rolls a 18.
Ha! I go
Oh,
before you,
yeah.
Hobgoblin.
Kyro, what did you get?
I got an 8.
Sintyrr, what did you get?
I got a 21.
Oh, wow. It's a good roll. Good
It
roll.
was a crit.
Ella.
1.
Nice. Yell.
19.
19.
19.
And Eirys.
8.
You share your turn with
Roguey
the other rogue.
twinsies.
That should be interesting. The goblins roll. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. That's wonderful.
It's a natural 20.
Aww.
It's a natural 3.
Oh,
Which actually ends up being a 5, which isn't so bad.
the DM's not meant to be excited about low rolls.
No, it was a sarcastic thing. So first
DM's supposed to want us
act,
to die.
Sintyrr.
I mean, what?
Sintyrr.
Alright, so. He gets out his longsword and goes forward towards, like, I don't know, somewhere where all the goblins can clearly see him.
Okay.
And how about he's gonna go for this one and just stab him.
Oh, god damn it. What on earth have I done there? I'm sorry, the icons aren't 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You make that attack roll.
Alright. And he gets a big old bonus on his attack roll there. Is it more than usual?
It's what is the attack bonus? I don't know. I was just doing a silly voice.
Okay.
Plus
Well, it's 18.
yeah, that hits. Please roll damage. It's a long sword, so that's 1d8 plus 3 damage.
All right.
Character sheet.
Boom. 10.
10. Okay, so you run up to the goblin as it emerges from the side of the woods, and just thrust it through. It tries to raise its shield, but you're too quick, and you just skew it straight through the front, and it collapses to the ground.
And I'm like, you made a mistake.
Yeah.
And I try to like just glare at the nearest goblin. Like I've just killed your buddy. What are you gonna do?
It kind of looks a little bit taken aback, but it's more scared of this hobgoblin boss than it is of you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
The big hobgoblin-looking guy that I see woke me up from sleep. So I'm gonna stretch and vicious mockery I'm just gonna look. I know you're trying to be polite by attacking us at night, but I've got dark vision. Your face is still real ugly.
It rolled a 6. It fails. Roll damage.
It does fail. That is 4 points of psychic damage, plus it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
You didn't know, but it's always had low self-esteem issues, and
I just destroyed it.
It just like takes a step
This
back.
is-
It's like, I'm trying to validate my existence by leading this gang, motherfucker.
it's just like school all over again.
Goblin school was hard. Do you want to move anywhere, Yell, or are you okay?
I think I'm alright for the minute. Right, I'm just gonna stay there, stretch a bit more. Just yeah.
Okay. The hobgoblin is going to. He's kind of confusedly step back a bit, and sort of doesn't really know what to do. He decides to run away from Yell and towards the friend who's just slaughtered his goblin boy. Guys, I'm having some difficulty with the icons. The sync isn't happening, so it looks slightly askew. I apologise.
Have you done a refresh?
I could do, but obviously that's
Because your map may be out of sync with the server.
Okay.
We've had this before.
How do I refresh?
Just hit the refresh button on your Internet Explorer.
Okay.
It just takes a second to reload.
So yeah, guys, D&D Beyond.
Great resource.
Yeah, amazing. And you know, it's free unless you want to pay for the actual, you know,
All the content.
If you want to play as an Eldritch Knight, you're not in luck. But other than that, it's great. Oh yeah, that's way better. Thank you. Good. So the hobgoblin's going to run over and make an attack roll. Yeah,
Which it has disadvantage on. Hooray.
it has disadvantage, which is a good thing. 15 becomes a 5. It rolls an 8 to hit you, Sintyrr.
That does nothing.
It does nothing.
That tickles.
You easily see it coming and deflect it with your sword. Sword and sword clash, and the hobgoblin's eyes widen, knowing that he may have bitten off more than he can chew tonight. Eirys.
All right.
Oh damn it! I forgot my bonus action. Oh well.
Hold on.
If you want to get into melee range, we could flank that one. I don't know if these are that hard to deal with, though.
Oh, I didn't. I'm right thinking we can't move our own characters, right? I'm
What's
not
that?
being stupid.
Can you not? Can you indicate me with an arrow where you want to move?
Can you see it
Yes.
at the moment?
You want me to move
Okay, yeah,
to
there, please.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank
Bye,
you.
roguey lady.
Yeah, I just run for the trees.
Yeah, you run across just
Don't
into the,
betray us.
underneath the bow. What would you like to do?
I would like to whip out my short bow, please, and go for that guy.
Okay, short bow's range is 60, so that's good. Make that attack roll.
Oh, was it 60? I thought it was 80.
Mhm.
Do I have a short bow? Mine says 18 and then in brackets 320. But either way, it's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me check.
So...
You're probably.
Oh, that was actually pretty good. Okay. That plus 6, 23.
23 hits, roll damage.
Okay, 1d6. I'm gonna go for you. Okay, 3 plus 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. The goblin takes it straight into the neck and gasps out. There's a spurt of green, black blood,
Yeah.
and
Gross.
his hand moves to his neck, can't remove it, and collapses to the ground. Slowly starts squirming, eventually stopping to move.
What? Oh wow. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. If I wanted to stealth, is that a bonus action or an action?
It's an action. I think. Later on as a row, you can take stealth as a bonus action,
Yes.
I believe, but not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, level 2 or 3, I think, isn't it? When you get
Okay,
all
so
your-
for now, I'll just stay put.
All right. Kyro, you're going at the same time.
I'll go right over here, and I'm going to attack the back of the hobgoblin.
Okay, roll with advantage.
That's a 25.
25 hits. Roll damage. Don't forget your sneak attack. It's an extra d6.
So that's 16.
16,
14, sorry.
14. Holy crap. How do you want to do this?
Oh, well, I'm slashing him once in the back. I guess I'll do a clean swipe down. The back.
And
I'm guessing he's not well armored.
Yeah, well, he's quite well armored, but you get him right where the kind of neck join in the up of the kind of armor he's wearing. You
I give him a good killing slice.
And you drag it down, and the ferocity of your blow cuts through the sort of heavy bound leather armor over a kind of chainmail, and suddenly the kind of metal links just got splitting apart, and you make it halfway down the back before he collapses to the ground. The two goblins that remain turn and look at each other, and they say, "Okay," and they take 5, 10.
No way.
They'll take a bonus action to run.
Do they play the
quickly.
best song in the world?
Just so happens to be. 1, 2, 3. They're going
The best
through
song
like
in the world.
they're going through like I'd say thick terrain because of the thick trees and the fact that they're kind of scared and they're turning to run. So I'd say before it gets to their next turn, everybody gets an opportunity to do something. Ella. You bleary-eyed to kind of looked around as Kyro and Sintyrr went off and like hacked to some goblins and stuff, and now you're aware, and now you've got an initiative moment. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, please.
Okay. On the nearest goblin?
Yeah.
He will make a dexterity save. It is 13. What is your spell save DC?
11.
Oh, really? That's quite low. He makes it. He manages to, as he's like stumbling almost blindly through the trees to get away from the carnage. Your spell just fails to take effect. You can move.
Don't have it. Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit closer.
Okay, how many feet?
I can only move 20.
Okay, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so you've
Yeah,
moved
that'll do.
up to see them. Sintyrr, your son has hacked the large, muscled, heavily armored hobgoblin from behind, and again you watch as the shadowy figure of your son kind of stands over the fallen enemy. What do you want to do?
I give him a thumbs up and say nice.
Alright. Anything else?
He just gives you an affirming nod.
Well, I mean, they're fleeing. I feel like I don't have to chase them.
Okay. Yell.
Right, I'm gonna move my full 30 feet up towards the tree line that they went to. So yeah,
You
up
end up
next to Ella.
beside Ella as she jogs along.
Oh,
Hey. And the farthest one away, I'm gonna vicious mockery again. It's just like, yeah, you run with your little legs. This is as far as you can get. Ah, sorry, Ella. Ah.
Natural 18 becomes 17.
Ah.
Unlike his hobgoblin boss, this one was attending high school counselling and has goblin resilience to the taunts
Body
of his
positivity.
enemies.
He's got like coping methods.
As he runs, he's like, I know who my friends are.
Yeah, but your friends ain't me. I want to shoot him.
Bonus action yell. Anything?
And seeing as that didn't work, I'd just be like, damn it. Just look over to Kira on the side and just bardic inspiration.
Okay.
You got this.
Nice.
Finish them. His
Alright.
school taught him nothing.
Please tell me you are like, finish him.
Oh yeah, I'm like, finish him. His school didn't teach him anything about self-esteem.
So yeah, I'm gonna
His
try
school
to.
Holy crap. Okay.
I want to attempt to shoot the farther away one.
Okay, make that d20 roll. I'll say that you're able to kind of move into the trees.
Let's see. Should I use my bardic inspiration or would a 13 hit?
I can't tell you that, I'm afraid.
I think a 13 would hit. See what happens.
Are you sure?
Nah, I'll just use it. It's not. It's gonna expire anyway. RD6. All right. That is a 19.
So
So
that
that
hits. That's
Yeah.
definitely hits.
Because a
Excellent.
13 would have hit as
How
well.
fancy.
Roll damage,
Let
my
me go
friend.
see what my damage is for this bow. A 6 plus 4. Okay. Eight.
Holy crap. You kind of stealth underneath the kind of bough of the tree nearest you, and you let go. And as Yell goes, "You got this," you think to yourself, "Fuck yeah, I got this." You let the arrow go, and it just goes straight through this goblin helmet and through the back of the head and out of the left eye.
And then I'm
and-
going to run towards the remaining goblin.
Okay.
And close the distance.
You have enough movement to do that. The goblin is currently running away, but you...
Tell you what,
Yeah,
that
am I able
reaction.
to slide around over here?
I'd let you 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, you can.
Alright.
You slide around and move into the way. And the goblin looks at you. It's his turn now. And he just
I
desperately...
didn't get a
It's-
go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
No,
I think we
no,
moved
it's
at the same
Eirys'
time.
turn.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I apologize. You guys rolled
That's
at the same
okay.
time.
We move at the same time. I just figured since I was closer. I
Yeah,
would
that's cool.
Just shoot
Could I
one.
go there, please?
Yep.
And I'm gonna shoot him in the face. I'm gonna try
Very
to.
Do you get advantage because he's focused on something else?
Yeah, does it work with range?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I think it does, doesn't it? You get advantage because he's focused on Kyro.
Yeah.
Okay. Add. That's 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh, okay, and then it's
D6
Wait, where did my
plus
other D6 go?
D6 plus Dex.
I lost the D6. Oh no, I found it. I'm fine. I'm down. I got an 8.
How do you want to do this?
Just straight through the head, so it's really gory for my friend. Just like, literally, like you're just about to like go into this goblin, and just suddenly an arrow comes through like between its eyes, and like blood sprays all over her.
And
I
as-
assume I turn my shoulder as the arrow whizzes past me.
it
Oh,
doesn't
does it go
really-
straight through?
it-
Oh, that'd be so cool! And it like just like a breeze of wind just like brushes past your hair as it shoots past.
Yep, that seems
and
fun.
A moment later,
It's all about the flair.
the still kind of running body of the goblin with its momentum clatters into you, and you kind of shove it to the ground, and it lies there lifeless.
I
ladies
give
and
an acknowledging nod to Kyro.
It's
I
difficult
return
to
the
see in its
acknowledging
shadow,
nod.
but
Oh, I'm becoming BFFs.
Yes.
Woo, go team!
All right.
We all acknowledge each other.
I feel so acknowledged right now.
just do that head nod just around the circle. Just
We all just nod at each other. We all look like those Churchill dogs at the back of cars, like just nodding.
Thinking more like in Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, when everyone's just like, dun, 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 dun.
Alright, time to loot all the bodies.
Make an investigation check.
Sure.
Each of us or
Investigate
just-
those dead guys?
I mean, if you want to help, then Kyro rolls with advantage.
I bet they.
Cool.
I would like to help
who's-
Ray with advantage.
Okay.
Alright. That sounds excellent.
what color is their blood?
It's
I am okay at investigation.
Why you always gotta get gross?
black with sort of green tint to it.
Okay.
Gross.
I go to the hobgoblin and I pull out one of my tarot cards, Dexa tarot cards, and I just it writes some infernal symbols on each card in the blood.
Alright.
This is great. All right, so I got a nat 20.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna.
I find
read,
all
I'm just gonna
valuable
read this
things.
to you. The hobgoblin has just about functioning, but damaged from the back from your dagger, a chainmail shirt, and a shield that's kind of well made, sort of like iron, sort of got a real heft to it. It's got a long sword, a hobgoblin long sword. That's actually surprisingly well made. It's like got a kind of relatively ornate sort of pattern and design where the hilt meets the blade, and it also has a long bow that's on its back and a belt quiver of 20 sort of blackened arrows that are made of a similar kind of design to the sword. It's clear that this hobgoblin is part of some kind of larger group and is obviously maybe defected or something, like taking these goblins with it on some kind of extracurricular round that hasn't gone well for them. Each goblin has a much cruder setup of crude leather armor that's, to be honest, not really serviceable except for anyone except for goblins, and much more crude wood-based shields.
Do any of them have any sort of information type things on their person?
Not really. Not really. The hobgoblin has a hidden pouch on the inside of his left leg, and you look inside, and there's
Please don't be a pee bag.
there's a gemstone in there. It's sort of
I'll add
white.
that to my gemstone collection.
Yeah, it's sort of a white stone, and I don't know how much you know about gemstones specifically. How much
Is it a diamond?
It's not a diamond. It's smaller, and it's kind of pure white.
I guess I could roll a knowledge check. Would
Yeah,
that be nature?
I'd say maybe
Maybe it's quartz.
closer to history, because it's you might remember it from your time in the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got all
Sounds
sorts of
good.
gemstones.
We did live
Down
underground.
there.
There are lots of rocks there.
Yep.
11.
Historically, underground has a lot of rocks.
Yeah, there are a
Yes.
lot of stones in the underground, but this is not one that you recognise, unfortunately. You have no idea how valuable it might be. But it is obviously a gemstone, and it's of some value because it's in this hobgoblin secret sort of pack. Let me see.
Oh, that's the gnome.
On the hobgoblins, in the hobgoblin's pouch, you find 40 gold pieces and 2 platinum.
How many golds and what's?
40 gold, 40 gold pieces, and 2 platinum. And
Wow.
in addition to what the goblins had on them, they have a scimitar each, a short bow each, and a similar sort of belt quivers with 10 arrows each. And kind of spread out amongst those bodies are 20 silver pieces across all of them. It seems that
I'm gonna
this
split
hobgoblin
the
was
arrows with
forged.
Eirys.
Okay. Bear in mind that your quiver is designed to hold 30. And I believe you've taken some arrows before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Check your
So
inventory.
with the extra arrows, we just like leave them on the ground.
I mean,
What else can you do?
I
it's up
guess.
to you.
All right.
I mean, they're probably not going to be worth much to sell, and you've got plenty anyway. I mean, you lost one
Sure.
when you missed the hobgoblin at the start, so you might have replenished that one. But
What do you roll to try and recover your arrows?
I'd say a straight D20, and the result of which I'll just make a call.
Oh,
It's-
I got a
Can I
3.
take a couple of those arrows? Because I have an idea that I want to try when I have money.
Okay.
Meh.
yeah, You've got 2 arrows.
Sweet.
I
I
rolled
want
a
at
3.
least one of these black ones because they look interesting.
Yeah. There's a sort of metallic nature to it. The kind of head is obviously made of metal, but the way it kind of moves up with the rest of the shaft and the kind of feathers on the end, they are almost themselves metallic in nature.
Do I get any magic vibes from these weird looking arrows?
Make a Arcana check.
Arcana? Okay. See if I can tell if they have magics. Alright.
I presume I don't recover my arrows with 3.
No.
That's a 5. They just seem kind of fancy.
I mean, they're nicely decorated. It could be that they are. You don't really have any way of knowing.
Okay.
That's not your
I'll
area
take a
of
couple.
expertise. Okay, you'll pick up 2.
How many arrows are left unclaimed?
I mean, Yell's
20.
picked up 2 of the goblin arrows or the hobgoblin arrows.
I just picked up 2 arrows.
So that's 2 of the goblin arrows.
Whichever I was closest to.
Yeah. Kyro has picked up 2 of the hobgoblin's arrows. So that remains to be so interesting. I'm doing mental math involving goblin arrows. It's crazy. The hobgoblin has 18 remaining, and the goblins themselves have 38 remaining.
Do theirs look any better than my current ones?
I mean, they're arrows. You shoot them at baddies, and it hits them. It does just as much damage.
Doesn't seem like better quality or.
They
Not
just
really.
look fancier. They just have like inscriptions on them.
It's
Oh,
just
cool.
an
Keep
interesting
them out of
design.
curiosity, maybe.
Can I keep 4 of mine and then take the rest of the hobgoblins if nobody else wants any?
You can have them.
Nope, I have no use for them.
All right.
Sweet. I'm back up to full.
I'd say, unless there are any weapons that you wanted to take, that's all of the stuff that you find on the hobgoblins and stuff.
Okay. I think we're gonna take this longsword because it's fancy.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if
It
I'm
was a longsword.
sufficient in longswords.
The hobgoblin was wielding a long sword that was of a similar sort of metallic, sort of slightly engraved design of the arrows.
Okay. Who wants this sword? Figure we could sell it. Nobody wants to keep it.
I'll have a look at the longsword.
Alright. Hands it to the tiefling.
Is it any good?
Yell, as you reach out and you take hold of the long sword, you feel exactly the same as you did before.
That's good.
I am going to try and lie and feel like I feel so much more empowered.
You give yourself bardic inspiration.
Sintyr's like, what?
Have you got that
What
have
kind
you
of
got like
longsword was that?
thaumaturgy cantrip?
I
Because you
do
can
have
make like
thaumaturgy.
wind like rush and blow your hair out and like your face light up like it's magic. And...
Sintyr's really impressed.
Yeah, as I grab the sword, I cast thaumaturgy so that it does kind of magical effects around, like makes wind blow and everything.
Ella, can you
Just-
make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Because you're standing right next to Yell as he does this.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Free.
Oh my
So
god, this is the
wise.
most glorious thing you've ever seen! Holy fuck! This destiny has reached down to the soul of this tiefling before you, and he's been given the most powerful weapon the world has ever known!
You're like honoured to be in the presence of the chosen one.
I think I'll call this sword Stormbreaker.
Alexander, represent. Oh jeez. Ella, you basically think that Yell's a god now.
Or at least some kind of demigod incarnate.
Yeah. Yell, your newfound religion has one follower. Your face
Yes.
is
And they're a cleric, no less. Yes.
Oh no.
I think you know who your god is now.
Yeah. New god yell.
You choose the circle of the bard or whatever it is, or the whatever they don't do circles, do they? Domain, the
Domain of
bard
the, yeah.
domain.
yeah, we might be able to homebrew that. Hell, no, I can't do homebrew yet. I'm not ready. So I'll say for the sake of this, after you guys recover from that fight, you guys end up resting and benefiting from a long rest. You wake up. This fight actually happened in like the kind of the sunrisey kind of time of the morning because night had passed. But once you guys have settled down for another few hours and everyone benefits from a long rest basically again, that's fine. Each of you gain 60 experience points.
Woo! Woo!
And you are now level 2. What we can do now
Nice.
is basically up to you. We can basically make the rest of the session a character level up session, or what we can do is roll your health and carry on playing. Those are the options that I'm going to offer the party at this stage.
It was 60, wasn't it?
I don't think it would take too long to level stuff, though.
I mean, it's up to you, because it might be quicker if everybody rolls their dice. If you roll a 1, I'll let you roll again. I'm going to do critical roll style. I've decided I like you people. But and then you add your constitution modifier. That's how many hit points you gain. And then we can basically just carry on playing. Or we can spend a bit more time leveling up our characters one at a time.
Well, since it's just level 2, I know the rogue characters don't really have anything besides the HP increase. So
There might be a couple of things, but yeah.
I think maybe the feature, the sneak attack feature improves. I don't know.
Yeah.
At Rogues level 2, you get dash, disengage, and hide as a bonus action.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah,
Which is actually quite.
that's automatic. That means we don't have to decide.
That's true.
Yeah. Really, it'd just be my new spells that I think I need to decide. Level 2 when I
I
decide
think
my
leveling
college.
up's fine because I think it'd be quick.
Ooh.
Yeah, level 2 doesn't really take too long.
Should we all level up then?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yes.
Okay.
It won't take that
um,
long for me
so
and you,
for
man.
I get
Yes, RB talk. Sorry.
a new spell and jack of all trades, so I get a bonus to all my proficiency stuff. That's me
All
done.
of your skills increase. You get a +1 on all of your skills, basically.
I get half my proficiency rounded down.
That's
I
right.
get to roll a d8 for health.
You do. Don't
Oh,
forget
yeah.
to add your constitution
Helps.
modifier. Bard, you
course
roll a
not.
d8 as well.
Yeah, how much
Ooh,
XP did everyone
got
get?
an 8.
It's
60.
60.
60.
Okay.
That is optimal.
So basically, everyone's up to 300 exactly. Should be. So
I
as
am
you
the
guys kind of
healthiest.
lazily let the morning light fill you and restore and gnaw on what's left of the squirrel, something feels different. There's a synergy about the group, and there's a confidence in your direction and your abilities that wasn't there before.
There's only one explanation. It was a magic squirrel we've eaten and we've now consumed its power.
I like this explanation.
I wish I'd
If
got
you
rid of
said that out loud, I am following it.
She did not say it out loud. That was not her thing to say, but such a Jodie thing to say.
Of course.
I think everyone gets a d8 except for Deanna, who gets a d10 in terms of the dice roll for health.
I don't think I manually change anything. It looks like it's just a set thing for level 2. Apart from obviously my health.
Yeah.
Yes,
for
so that's
Kyro
easy.
and Eirys, you just need to remember that you can dash, disengage, and stealth during combat as a bonus action now, whereas you couldn't before.
Fantastic. That's cunning action, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, cunning action.
I see. Very
So
good.
that's you two. Talk to me about your health.
Good.
I just rolled an 8.
The max.
Nice. Yeah, what's your con modifier? Holy crap, you get
Plus 2.
10x HP. That's
I
awesome.
rolled a 6. What's 6 was my
doubled my HP.
constitution
Yes.
modifier?
So that is.
What's my constitution modifier?
It's 0. You've only got 10 con, so you go up to
Oh,
14.
nice. So 6 add 8, yeah, 14.
14. So that's Yell and Eirys. Ella, have you rolled?
No, sorry. Reading.
Roll a d8 to determine how much health you get.
What do I add to it? I add my constitution.
Yeah, so you're going to add 2 to the result.
5.
That's extra 7 hit points. It's not bad. Extra 7 hit points.
Let's see what I get for health.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
What do I roll?
Oh, Paladin.
D10.
Sorry. It is a d10, isn't it, for a Paladin?
I think so.
Yes.
You get to
Well, I get to
re-roll.
reroll.
Reroll.
Okay,
Better.
slightly better.
Plus your con modifier, which is +1, so you gain 5 hit points.
Okay.
Very
At
nice.
least it's not 1.
So you're on 60.
That would have been so sad.
Okay.
I'm also gonna take up protection style fighting.
Okay, yes. Very good. Okay, for Paladin's a little bit more involved. You can prepare your charisma modifier +1 spells. So you can prepare 3 spells that are level 1.
Okay.
Have you thought about what those might be?
I need to look at what those spells are.
I can read them out.
It doesn't have anything on OrcPub about how to prepare spells.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I got the rule book. in
So
front
I
of me.
go on the cleric list for that, right?
Paladin.
Uh,
Do you want me to read them out for you?
all right. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Bless, which is to give a target up to 3 targets an extra D4 on their attack or ability checks. Command, which is a single word command to a target. They have to make a wisdom save. Compelled duel, similar, but they force them to focus their attacks on you. Cure wounds, detect evil and good, detect magic, detect poison and disease. Divine favor, heroism, protection from evil and good, purify food and drink. Searing smite, which is obviously an extra attack when you basically bless your weapon to do more damage. Shield of faith, give a friend an extra 2 armor class. Thunderous smite, which again enchants your weapon to make it do more damage, and it's basically like Yell's thunderwave spell, but with a sword strike. And wrathful smite, which again is enchanting your weapon to do more damage on the next hit.
I think one healing thing.
So cure wounds.
Yeah, cure wounds.
All right.
You can never have too many curing spells.
Nope, you can't.
I'd recommend one of the smites.
Huh?
I'd recommend a smite.
Okay.
Searing sets an enemy on fire. Thunderous is basically a thunder wave with your sword, and wrathful smite. I think it's a wisdom save to make them scared of you, I believe.
I think make them scared of me is what
Okay.
I'd go for, because
Wrathful smite it is.
ideally he doesn't want to kill everyone that he meets.
Okay. Yep.
And then last one, how about command?
All right. Do you know what? I'd have made those 3 picks. Okay, so those are your 3.
Zendron approves of this.
Because you can tell someone to kneel if they want.
Yes, and then you get advantage on your next attack on them and all that kind of stuff. Yell, have you made your pickerinis?
My spell decision, I have indeed. I've learned Bane.
Magic. Eirys and Hero, you guys are set. Ella.
Mhm.
You don't
Hello.
have health. What does a cleric gain at level 2? Let me just look up.
I can.
You
At
get
level
a channel
2, you gain the ability to channel, divine energy directly from your
you
divinity.
get a divine domain feature.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
You get to choose the domain,
Exciting.
so basically the path of like magic that you are going to embark on your quest. on your
Okay.
journey.
You choose divine domain at level
Yeah.
1.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a
What
level
do-
1 feature.
What domain did you choose?
Oh, is it-
Did you choose life? I think you might have chosen life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I chose
because I've been getting extra
life.
heals.
So
my friend.
basically, your channel divinity ability is to preserve life. As an action, you present your holy symbol and evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. That's 10. Shoot any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them.
Sweet.
This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. So
What?
it only restores somebody to half their health, no more. So it's when
Well-
things are looking bad.
Okay.
Um,
So is
yeah.
Is that a spell then?
It's
Wow.
an ability. It's a separate ability from your spellcasting.
You
Okay.
get 1 per rest.
It's like
I actually didn't know
Ability.
that my other character has that. That's really handy.
That's a level 2 thing. You're only a level 1 cleric.
No, my other character. Oh, I see, because she's level 1 in.
Yeah, she's level 1 in cleric.
Oh.
So
Oh,
you're
well,
only
that
on the
might
first
change.
part.
Now I know that's a thing.
Okay, so that is, I believe, you. Hang on a minute. What about the spell casting? Oh, you can choose a number of cleric spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level. What's your wisdom modifier? It's +1. Okay, so you only had 1 spell originally. No, 2 spells. Now you can choose another one. So you can pick 1 more spell, Ella, from the cleric spell casting list.
Oh, okay.
What were the spells that you had originally?
Huh?
What were the
Sorry,
spells
what
that you
one?
had originally?
Well, I've got.
But a
No.
cleric can swap out their spells each long rest.
That's true.
It's just that you get an extra spell to use each long rest. Or, sorry, to have prepared.
Yeah.
So,
Hang on.
yeah,
Let me
for
just-
a cleric, you don't have to worry about what you've got equipped, essentially, until
Yeah, that's true.
you can just write down lists of what you think might be useful in togetherness.
Okay. Right. Cleric.
I think. Hang on, let me just check. Wisdom is your spellcasting modifier ability, so that's +1 for you. You're level 2, so you should only have 3 first level spells prepared, and you currently have 4.
Yeah.
So I apologise, but you need to remove one of those.
No.
But she just leveled up, so she'll actually go up to 4.
She has just leveled up, but her wisdom modifier is only +1, and her level was 1, which means that she could only prepare 2 spells originally.
Oh, I see.
The RP is strong
Oh.
with this one.
Oh man.
So in essence, Cure Wounds and Shield of Faith are ones to keep, and then you're going to want to choose either to give up Bane of Bless. But you do have now 3 spell slots, so...
Okay.
Bear in mind that Yella's just picked Bane.
I have indeed. I also swapped out one of my cantrips. I swapped out Blade Ward for Mage Hand.
Okay, fine.
Yay, Mage Hand! High five.
I'll tell you what, why don't we...
Mage Hand high five.
Yes.
Why don't we leave that for now, Ella, and you can just make your decision, and I'll go along with whichever one you make, okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
sounds
my
good.
skills are so much better now. Everything has at least a +2. It's glorious.
That is crazy. I'm just going to refresh
Oh,
the
yeah.
pages.
It's because bards get a thing.
Yeah, I'm a jack of all
Oh.
trades.
That's right.
Half our proficiency on all
God
skills.
bards. I need to play one someday.
Yeah, they're pretty great when
They're
they
the
live.
best.
Kyro, you've gone to full
Don't
HP 'cause
jump
we had a
inside
rest.
the mouth of sea monsters.
That's a good point. Yes.
Okay.
At least not as a bard. If you're a barbarian, absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's what your build is for.
Oh my.
You should
God.
have sang to it.
Yell.
Try to get it to go to sleep.
I love the.
Yes.
Aw,
fantasy weapons
man.
beyond.
That would have been great.
Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Me and Albie have been messaging. I was like, you should call it like something really. It sounds really exotic, but mowily, and then you can say, "I swing my willy," and then you can say, "I kill them with my willy."
Sheath my willy.
Oh jeez. What have I done?
Split 'em in half.
Oh, I
with
didn't
my
realize
leg.
you can see. Oh,
No,
how
no, no,
embarrassing.
When I said, "Do you want to play D&D?" This is what happened. This is what I set myself up for. Okay.
Oh yeah, I decided that my
It was a
longsword
long,
name
hard
is
choice.
Kindness.
Kindness. Very nice.
Yes.
You killed them with kindness.
Killing them
Yes.
with kindness. So
Evangelist.
the day passed. The day passes. The midday
Do we
sun
have a long
comes
rest?
and goes.
More of a
Yeah,
dad,
you better
really.
give them a
That's
long rest. Yeah, you guys.
more of a
sort-
dad joke
sort
than an
of like-
evangelist joke.
And yeah, I'll say by the time that you're up and the camp's all put away and you're ready to go, it's yeah, it's
Sunset.
not sunset. I'd say it's probably mid-late afternoon.
Ooh, early.
Yeah, so you guys can stay put for a while, or you can keep going. That's up to you. It doesn't make a massive difference as to what happens next.
Are we in a shady woods?
You're in a small copse right now, but were you to go out onto the road, like, the sun's beginning to lower in the sky. It wouldn't hamper you too much. The shadows are getting long. And
Okay.
As you kind of... I'm going to DM this. As you kind of go back out onto the road, the kind of...
The music is still like. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I suppose I could just chill. Let's chill for a bit. You guys get out and you move along the road, and the kind of scenery to your left becomes more craggy. You're still, strictly speaking, in terms of this world map, approaching like the middle of the plains-ish, sort of between the edge of the Uthela Wood, as the kind of night runs and a few days pass, and you travel along the road without much incident. It's when you're roughly halfway between the Uthela Woods, the edge of the woods, and Trinstone, that the ground begins to become a little bit more rocky on the left-hand side of the road, and the hills become more jagged and become more like cliff faces, and before you know it, on your left-hand side there is something of a cliff face that's sort of sprouting out from the ground at your feet, about 20 feet away from the edge of the road, and stretching up. And as the kind of sun truly begins to set, I'll do a bit of a time skip at this point, because that is a fair distance that you've travelled in that few seconds of narration. Can everybody please reduce their ration pack count by 3 to indicate that you've been travelling for 3 days now without much incident?
Okay.
But on this kind of third day of travel, again, as the sun is beginning to set, as you've set off in the late
Whoops.
afternoon, you've did you eat all your rations? Yeah.
Oh no, I have 2 left.
Ah, good to know.
I didn't realise that it does it in bundles. So it said it had 1, and then I clicked on it, and it's like, oh wait, no, I've still got 5. It's cool.
Okay. So you have a cragged sort of cliff face to your left, and as you do walk along, unbeknownst to you, there's a kind of crag on the left-hand side that opens out into a bit of an opening, and stumbling out of that opening as you walk along is a dragonborn, and he stumbles out, and he kind of looks to his right, and you look to your left and see him as he stumbles out, and you kind of
I
look
yell
startled.
loud enough so that there's an echo.
Yeah, what do you say?
Hello, I am Yell, and this is my brother Echo. Echo, Echo.
I've got my bow drawn.
Oh wow, he kind of
I try to lower his bow and be like, shake my
I
head at him.
attempt to shove him away from my bow.
I continue to try to lower his bow.
Okay, I'm fighting with him
We
now.
can't fight everyone.
Now we're fighting each other. Excellent. Okay.
Make a strength check.
Strength.
Sintyrr, make a strength check.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Lord. Alright, that's a
They're already family.
+1.
Okay. Well, mine is +3.
I rolled well.
Oh yeah.
I'm better than
Sintyrr,
you.
Try,
You get
try and
shoved.
lower the bow, but Kyro just shoves you off, and you're almost bowled off your feet. You stay on your feet just about.
I look really like.
Don't touch my stuff.
Dad, God. The Dragonborn that kind of rolled out of the cave is like, I'm sorry, I need your help. And he kind of starts pacing towards you.
Ella's gonna walk up to him.
What is it, sir?
The cave behind me. There's all manner of precious jewels and gems in there. It's just there are, and from behind and within the cave you hear a. That's right. Don't come back. And he kind of like winces at the kind of echoing laughter of a number of kind of monstrous voices from.
Is it goblins?
I pull out
Is
my
it
new
goblins?
sword
No,
and do the
it's not goblins.
thaumaturgy cast, so that it does
Oh,
the
okay.
wind thing again. So everybody still thinks it's enchanted.
Ella, you kind of look around and you're transfixed.
We got this.
Yeah. What are you guys
So
gonna
what's
do?
in there?
I walk towards the entrance where he came out of, but like not into it, to the side, so I can
I
get around.
asked the Dragonborn guy to tell me what's going on in there.
Well, there's a lot of precious things and materials in there that belong to my clan, and the elders didn't want me to come after it, but I snuck away, and now it's nighttime, and I thought I could sneak in, but there's just so many of them, and I just wanted to.
What things?
And
It's kind of embarrassing. I mean, they won't stand up to you. You head in there and you go for it. That's fine. You know.
I have a question.
Things.
If we kill all the
Answer or I'm
things,
gonna kill you.
I'm gonna take
Will you be like a sword and give us a cut?
see what's behind the band and what's in there.
Okay, that was a lot of voices at the same time. Yell, what did you say?
I asked the Dragonborn, well, if we go in there and sort them out, will you be like a sword and give us a cut?
You can make a
Of the loot.
persuasion roll for that. In the meantime, Sintyrr, what did you say?
I take a peek around the bend as discreetly as I can to see what's in there.
Make a stealth check. Eirys, what did you say?
I asked him to. I repeated myself slowly and precisely and asked what things.
And then I said, if you don't answer her, I'm going to shoot you.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Cheers, bud.
Yell.
I
your-
got
your
10
attempt-
plus 5, that's 15.
Your attempt to reason with him was largely ignored because of the two shadowy, roguish figures intimidating the hell out of him. Eirys, roll with advantage.
I see, we're going that route. We're going to take the loot for ourselves. Got it.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's intimidation. With advantage. Because Kyro is helping you.
Alright, so that's my
11.
stealth. I somehow stealth in armor.
11 with advantage, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Damn it, I got a better persuasion.
Yeah.
He was distracted from the persuasion attempt, and he kind of, as Kyro's like, yeah, if you don't tell us, we're going to kill you, he steps on Eirys' toe. And Eirys is like, ow, ow, and
Who steps on my toe?
Kyro.
I draw my blade. not like, just almost instinctively. Like I feel pain and I'm instantly at my blade. Not like I'm gonna kill you for this.
Wait,
And-
what happened?
As you kind of step forward to say, yeah, if you don't tell us, we'll kill you, you accidentally step on Eirys' toe.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was a low. It was
I
a low
didn't.
intimidation
I didn't
check.
roll badly. Okay.
It was the failed attempt to help Eirys more than it was a bad roll. But
Alright.
in the
I'm
confusion, the
sorry.
Dragonborn's just like, well, you seem like an eclectic bunch. You remind me of home a little bit. I'll. In the meantime, while he's kind of sputtering through, Sintyrr, what was your stealth check?
I rolled in the thing, it's 18 somehow.
Okay.
In all my armor.
Was it a disadvantage?
Oh wait.
Do you have heavy armor on, don't you? If you're making a stealth check.
Yeah, I do. Hold on, let me roll again.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, don't rill. I need to roll. Well, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you suddenly become one with the shadows, and as you kind of move into this like craggy bit, it narrows a lot, and it's narrow enough for you to sort of be able to wedge yourself in and see through.
I just want to take a peek.
And what you see is a group of guffawing, cackling kobold. One of them has wings, and they are laughing amongst themselves as to how they've chased this foolish young dragonborn from out of the
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the group now.
Okay.
And I'm like, there's a bunch of kobolds in there. Where there are kobolds, there are usually dragons.
Well,
You think there's a dragon in that cave?
I mean,
Well, I don't know so, but I know that kobolds venerate dragons, and I wouldn't want to tangle with a dragon.
it's highly unlikely this kind of young dragonborn with a sort of sword strapped to his like side and kind of loosely fitting sort of leather armor or an attempt at putting on some kind of chainmail with limited success. He kind of pipes up. He's like, "Well, the dragons haven't been seen in the world since the Melora crisis. I mean, that hasn't happened. It's more likely these kobolds are just desperate thieves without any."
What's your name,
masters."
Dragonborn?
Toltrin the Lesser.
Well,
What town are you
Toltrin, it seems to me that you're in quite a pickle, and lucky for you, 4 mercenaries have just come along. Now, I don't look like you've got much on you at the moment, but I'm sure if we can help you acquire that treasure, you could pay us for our mercenary services.
Quick question there.
Yeah.
Which one of us is not the mercenary?
There's 5 of us.
He looks around and
one,
is counting on his fingers as he looks around.
Oh, I tried to count, and I don't know how to count. But
Maybe just say that she's not counting me because I'm a paladin and I have like a vow of poverty.
okay, we got like 4.5 people because Zoe's like character's really short. I was rounding down, okay?
Looks at the gnome.
Just because I'm only 3.5 feet tall.
Seems legit.
Oh man, I literally like went up to my screen and counted as well. I still got it wrong.
Make a
Oh, if you
perception.
mention
Make a
half, you
persuasion
can
roll. Eirys.
Okay, that's a bit better. 14.
He kind of like scruffles his withered, scaly dragon nose and squints his eyes. It's like, well, I suppose I could give you 20 gold pieces to go in there and collect all of the gemstones that are inside.
30.
Roll again.
Wait, you're going to give us 20 for gemstones that
Natural 20! Boo, 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 boo!
He kind of like scoffs to himself. He's like, oh, well, all right. I suppose I can give you 30. I can't give you a single copper more, though.
I mean, we just killed a bunch of goblins and got double that.
Well,
True.
I'm sure that may be true.
And
I'm
I'm
sorry,
like,
I'm
guys, this is a good price.
But the gems could be worth so much more. What if we take them for ourselves?
Well, that would be stealing.
Please don't do that. They're important.
It wouldn't be stealing if he's dead.
Guys,
What?
guys, I'm not going to allow you to kill this guy in cold blood.
Oh, it won't be
Kind
cold
of-
blood.
he
We'll use
starts-
fire.
He starts like.
I
cowering behind
don't
Sintyrr.
want you to kill him at all.
I don't want you to kill me after all.
I'm just joking. I don't do that.
Please
Well,
ignore my
frankly, I haven't
friends.
traveled with you very long. I don't know what joking is to you yet.
Let's just go kill the kobold things or whatever.
Yeah, come on. If it's just some kobolds, it's fine. One
I
of them
walk in and I stealth.
I will say one of them has wings, so keep that in mind.
Make a self
Okay,
check.
kill that one first.
Okay, I'm following.
Yep.
But I'm also like keeping an eye
18.
on Wait, but I look
also-
back to make sure they're not gonna kill that guy.
Maybe you
Uh,
should stay with that guy and make sure he doesn't run off.
I'm
I'll
gonna let
stay with
everybody else go in, and then I'm gonna run in, no stealth. Just
And
loot
I'm
playing.
like,
I'll go in stealth.
you don't hurt him.
Um,
I'm serious.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Okay, I trust you.
I heal. I don't hurt.
Okay, I trust you. One holy person to another.
Okay.
You got my
So
word.
Okay, I'm gonna follow.
let's like get some perception and rolls and whatever. Sintyrr, if you're going in, I'd like you to make a stealth check. Disadvantage because you're wearing heavy armor. Kyro, you've got a 27, which is amazing. Eirys,
18.
that is also amazing. Holy crap! What a time for kobolds to roll natural 20 on perception. Yeah. As Eirys, who's
I was
leading,
running in.
you run in.
I was running in after they snuck in.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I wasn't
Yeah,
using
those
it.
are-
as they
He's
sneak
what we
in,
call a distraction.
as you guys kind of try to sneak through, Yell just kind of like goes rah, and just kind of like throws himself between the cracks.
Leroy!
I'll say you get just about through, but by the time that you have, these guys have all totally clocked on to the fact that there's a group of people pushing their way through the crack in the wall that the Dragonborn just ran out of, and they go, "Shit, lads, we've got fucking company!" And the voice echoes around the wall, and from the next room along, which you see Yell on the right hand side from where you go in, you hear a "What? Holy shit!" Everyone roll initiative.
All right.
Oh, I always roll, like, no matter what character, what game, I always roll awful on initiative.
I roll 4.
Oh, I rolled a
Okay.
5. I feel better again. Thank you, guys.
14.
I roll 1.
For
That's a 9 altogether.
Eirys
We all did
is-
terrible.
I hit my head on
9
on the,
with my dex.
the
I'd
rocks, and
Your
I'm
armor's
like,
just
whoa.
too heavy.
Kyro, talk to me. What was your roll?
9.
14.
A real roll.
Sintyrr, what was your roll?
Yeah, I've rolled a 1.
Yay. The kobolds rolled a 19.
Well, frick.
Wow. That
Well,
gives me stuff
let's
to
see
play
what
with.
they have to do.
Okay.
I vote we all back out of here and let them come to us. One at a time.
Okay. Ella, are you in the fight? Okay, regardless, I'd like you to roll initiative just in case there's anything that you want to do during the
4.
combat.
She could run in and save us. At the last
I rolled 4.
You go at the same time as Yell does. Okay, the kobolds, as they kind of yell,
Yella.
they're kind of taken aback because they clearly see the tiefling running through and the shadowy figures behind, and there's clearly a number of them. So they're gonna turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As this guy runs, he's gonna get out a sling. Let's see the range on that bad boy. Okay, he's going to have disadvantage. 5, 10, 15, whoops. 20, 25, 30. These guys are just going to all run, and they're going to ping off cheap slingshots as they run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This winged kobold is just going to book it. 1, 2, 3, oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So those 3 kobolds are going to make attack rolls. The first one's with disadvantage. They're all going to be at Yell because he's the one who's furthest through. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's 8 to hit.
That misses.
Second kobold. Natural 1. Third kobold rolls a 19 to hit you.
19 hits.
19. You sustain 4 points of bludgeoning damage as a pebble from a crude sort of sling at the side of a kobold, grabbing it from the kind of rocky ground from next to it, flings and hits you square in the chest. Draws blood. Yeah. I'll say that is good for their turn. Kyro.
Alright. I'm going to I'm gonna go into the cave, and I'm gonna take out my bow, and I'm gonna shoot at the kobold.
Okay. Would you like to go as far as you can?
I'm gonna go over here because I want line of sight on that tunnel.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's as far as you get. I'm going to say that you can't quite see through that way.
If I move straight forward, I could go around this way.
Also, don't forget you have bonus action dash now.
You
do.
That's true. Don't forget that. My goodness. That's
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna close the distance.
Okay.
I'd like to move to the farthest in kobold that I can reach.
Okay. So that's 5, 10, 15,
I'm
20,
getting to
25,
melee
30,
if I
35,
can.
40. Getting there, is that right? I mean, you've got
Yes,
freaking
that'll
15
do.
feet more. You've got 15 feet more of movement there, on top of what that is.
Okay.
So
I'll kill this guy and then move again.
Okay. Roll attack.
Alright.
Oh man, I love this music so much.
Does a 10 hit?
Does a 10 hit? I'm afraid it doesn't.
Alright,
you
I'll
s-
hit with my offhand. Oh wait, I used my
Do you-
bonus action.
No.
Do you?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, you've used a bonus action.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. You don't quite see into the next cave. Eirys.
Am I able to move forward if Yell's there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can move through because he's a friendly guy and will say that he knows to kind of shift out of the way.
And how possible is it to stealth?
You can stealth as a
Like-
bonus action now because you're level 2.
Okay, I'm in this cave. There's like stalagmites and tights and
Yeah, there's some kind of
Oh, that
like
jazz.
crags and stuff around. And, yeah, I'd say around the
That's
edges
clever.
between the wall and like the center of the ground. There's enough kind of rocky stuff for you to hide in.
Okay, can I dash up to there, please?
You can as your action, yes, or indeed as your bonus action. It depends on what you want to do.
If I'm dashing, it'll be both, won't it? It'll be my
No, you can
movement and
dash.
then.
You can use your movement and a bonus action to dash, and now you can do an additional thing.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I run over there and then I stealth, please.
Roll the d20, add your dex modifier, or add your stealth modifier.
Ah. Oh. Why am I rolling so bad then?
Eirys, are you with us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
roll?
Oh, 12, sorry.
Okay, that's enough. The kobolds don't see you.
Oh, thank
Their
goodness.
passive perception is 10. So yeah, you're now hidden. That's your turn, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's
Yell.
fine.
Yeah, let's get into combat with that one.
You run up, using all of your movement.
I'm a swing the sword.
Use the d20, my friend.
I swing my willy.
Jesus Christ.
That's why they're running.
That's base 15 plus 4, so that's 19 to
That
hit.
hits, roll damage.
1d8 plus. Oh wait, hang on. It's versatile. How do I choose whether it's
Because you didn't specify.
versatile?
It's
Is 1d?
It's one hand. It's one hand.
I've always been doing two-handed.
That doesn't.
I always
stick
rolled it
now.
two.
Doesn't stick now.
Um,
You got to tell me you're swinging it both-handed.
I always swing it two-handed.
No, that's not what you told me.
Yeah, you gotta tell him.
Earn your perks. Earn your buffs, my friend.
They are 4, but I don't have a shield, so I always use it two-handed. That's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. You swing the sword down, and it cuts across the chest of the kobold. And by some miracle, despite the fact that all kinds of little bits of kobold fly onto the cave floor, It's still standing. Just. Death's door. Fucking 1 hit point. Ella, outside, you are kind of dealing with a quivering, nervous wreck of a dragonborn, who's deciding
You could heal him.
he'll go along with whatever you're doing. What would you like to do at this point?
I think we are gonna go in and see.
Say again?
I think we're gonna go in and see if we can help out.
Okay. You kind of move along. Your movement speed is 25, correct?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You end up going into the crack. Toltrin, sort of like nervous, is like, "No! Wait for me!" And ends up kind of somewhat hindered by Sintyrr. You do, as you look through the crack, see a badly wounded kobold next to a yell who's yelling, "My Willy!" Kyro has moved up to another one who's just jumped out of a way of a strike, and there's one between them. Is there anything you want to do?
The badly injured one next to Yell.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast Sacred Flame on?
They are going to make a saving throw. They roll 9. What's the spell save DC?
It lost.
11.
You, my friend, have successfully cast Sacred Flame. Roll damage.
1d8.
Oh! No, 4.
Okay,
Got
so
that, my
you raise, you
fire.
look through and you see Yell cut down. You raise your arm from your side, reciting the words of incantation. There's a whoosh of arcane energy and an explosion of light from within the fiend. It kind of sparks through its fingers, out of its eyes and mouth. A brief, like, spark of light that just, like, goes boom from within. And when the light fades, its eyes are just pure white and it collapses to the ground. Cynthia.
Cool.
All right. I shall. I don't know. I can't really do much because there's someone in my way.
I'm
You
gonna
can go
treat
through
that-
her space.
Yeah, you can move through your ally's space.
All right,
without
so I'm
any-
gonna go through her space, like, excuse me, and
15,
go to
yeah,
try
I'm
to
small.
join the battle with everyone else. Go stab me, a kobold.
25, 30. That's your movement.
Try to look very intimidating as I do so.
You can take a dash action to get to a kobold, but you wouldn't be able to attack.
Hmm,
however,
can
you
I
can see-
can I instead try to intimidate them from
What
where
would you-
I am?
What would you say?
Like, just really intense eyes and be like, run, you know?
You roll an intimidation check.
Okay,
This is actually quite fitting a roll for them to make.
alright, hold on. That would be +4 in my case. And... crit!
They rolled a natural 1
No,
to
no, no,
resist,
no.
so that's like as
Run!
you pace
They die of
past.
fright.
You respectfully kind of say, "Excuse me" to Ella as you kind of move past. You stride into the cave and go, "Run!" And your voice echoes around the walls of the cave, and the kobold are just like, "Fuck!" And they turn and they completely run. Yell, you see as they run into.
Can
the
I get an
adjacent
attack
ring.
of opportunity on my kobold?
You
I didn't even
indeed
use
do.
my command spell on them.
1, 2, 3,
22.
5, 6. That hits. Roll damage. He turns to try and
All right.
run, but your face gets to him first.
Run back to their allies in the
Would this
cave.
would this
Fine.
be a regular amount of damage?
It's
Okay.
No, you don't have any advantage on it, so it's just a regular hit.
Okay. 5 damage.
It's enough, my friend. As it turns to run, you just lash out with your blade and you cut it across the back, and it goes "Ah!" and just collapses on the ground. It's surprising how easy it is to kill these things. They had a 19, didn't they? I just killed my place marker. I hate it when it happens. I hate it when you guys kill my place marker, man. Good. So, these guys are going to run in. The others are like, what the hell's happening? Where's Larry? Where the fuck is Larry?
Larry's dead.
Oh, Larry's dead!
Way to go, guys! You killed Larry.
5, 10, 15,
As intended.
This guy has
Larry
eyes.
was an asshole.
This guy has eyes on Kyro. And can reach with a disadvantage sling attack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They seem to be gathering up for a strength in numbers approach. One is going to let a sling fire off and rolls a 9 to hit Kyro, sorry.
That doesn't do anything.
So kind of you see it from the other side of this small kind of
Clatters
enclosure.
ineffectually against the stone ground.
I mean, you see it coming and you step out of the way. It clatters behind you, and the kobolds appear to be somewhat a trifle intimidated. It's your turn, Kira.
I aim at the one who tried to sling me, and I'm going to fire off an arrow.
Okay, this time you don't get disadvantage because it's a short bow, so he's within range.
17.
Roll. That hits. Roll damage.
Yes. Damage from my bow is a 6 plus 4. Alright. I need to make a macro of this so I don't keep typing it. 5!
I mean, these things are crazily weak. It's minimum damage, but it's all you needed. The arrow goes flying through the air and wedges itself in its belly and just. It can't
Alright,
take
and
the
I'll go
damage.
ahead and close some distance and move
5,
into
10,
that room.
15, 20. Do you want to engage?
I think I would like to go right side up next to it.
This way here. Okay, so that's where you are. You've used your action. So that's all for your turn, I think. Eirys, you are hidden amongst the shadows of the walls, and I'll say that you can continue moving undetected by the kobolds as long as you
Thank
stick
you.
along the walls.
I would like to go to here, please.
Easy enough. I'd say you're going to do that within your single movement.
And can I shoot at this one with my bow, please?
I'll let you do it, but you'll have to roll to see if you hit any of the other two that are in the line of sight.
Oh, that's fine.
Roll
I'm just being
the
picky.
attack.
Oh, I can't see. Okay. D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
I only got a 12.
Winged kobolds. Do you know what? Do you know what? That doesn't hit. The arrow flies above the kobold that
Alas.
Kyro's next to, and it just whistles past the kind of wings. As they flap down, the arrow tears above the space that they immediately occupied. You just missed.
Okay.
It kind of yelps a little bit nervously. You do have a bonus action here.
Can I dash with that?
Hang on a minute. Did you roll with advantage, Eirys?
Oh no, that was a normal one.
You were firing from stealth, so it's a surprise attack. You can roll.
Oh, ooh, okay.
How's that one?
Oh, that was less.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Okay,
never
fine.
mind.
I'm not rolling well today. This is what it feels like to be Will Wheaton.
And I'm gonna say, like, you fire the arrow, and
Shade.
as it kind of whizzes apart, the kobold kind of whoops up in the air a touch and sees you from your firing position, so you're considered not stealthed anymore, unfortunately.
That's
Um,
fair.
Yell,
Yo,
what's to do?
what to do indeed. Let's move me 30 feet up to about there.
Yeah.
And then what we we got in? Let's go for that winged one.
Okay. With what?
Vicious Mockery.
He makes a wisdom saving throw.
He does indeed.
He rolls a 12 because of a -2 modifier.
That fails.
Jeez.
13 was the save.
There you go.
You're not pretty fly for a white guy.
What's the damage, my friend?
2 damage. And disadvantage on the next attack.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a kind of like ringing in its ears, and it kind of like clangs, and like some dark crimson sort of explodes from where you assume it's kind of Slytherin ears would be. I don't know. God damn it. Bonus action.
Bonus action. Who could use some inspiration?
My dice rolls could.
I mean, you are closest to me.
You've got like 2
So-
rows. Either one.
Have Eirys have an inspiration.
So, but Yell, you watch as Eirys hopelessly missed the winged kobold. You run up, you cast, it rings, it kind of like starts bleeding, and you look at Eirys almost with a bit of pity and just go, "Shoo." And Eirys has
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Inspiration you have. Ella, you kind of rush
Hello.
your way through this narrow opening in this kind of cave wall, and you find yourself inside the space. What do you want to do?
I want to move in a little.
Okay, 5, 10. All the way you can.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25. You can use an action to dash and move again. Might give you more to do next turn.
Okay. Can I see the creatures?
I'm going to say... the yell is in the way of your view of the nearest one.
Okay. In that case, I will do a dash then.
Okay, which way do you want to go?
Towards them, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so you kind of bridge the gap between yourselves, Eirys and Yell. You see Yell kind of finishes his bardic song. What was the song, Yell?
It was 2 out of 3 ain't bad by Meatloaf.
Okay, yeah. You
Which
forget
is the most
rendition.
epic song about being in a not very great relationship.
30. Sintyrr, you hear rustling from behind you as bedraggled, possibly out of his depth, Dragonborn kind of trails behind Ella. She's like, wait, no! It's your turn, Sintyrr. What do you want to do?
What's he saying? Wait, no about?
Because he took Ella as a protector.
Oh. Okay, I'll like stay with him and be like, hey, I'm here, I gotcha.
Oh, thank you.
I'll
Is there
like,
anything you want to do?
just, I guess move over here and
Okay.
have him following, just so, you know, because I want to at least, like, I'm
Just-
gonna try to encourage him to come along.
Okay.
Roll for babysitting.
At his next turn, he will surely make use of that movement because his initiative are made the same as Ella's, so he'll move when he can. You
Alright.
moved 5, 10, 15 feet into. You can still do more if you want.
Does anyone need healing?
Oh, someone will.
It's ominous.
I mean, does anyone need healing right now?
No.
Okay,
You could prepare an act.
if any kobold comes within my line of sight, I'm going to tell them to kneel.
Okay. I would advise you to probably move to a more effective place, because if you can see at the moment, you can't really see them. Yell's in the way. You could easily move around.
Okay, how about here then?
Yeah, that'll do.
It's a good vantage point.
You can clearly see one immediately ahead of you that Kyro's on your left of.
Okay, I'm gonna tell that one to kneel then.
Okay, you're gonna cast command?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. He rolls 11. These negative modifiers are really not doing these kobolds any favors. What's the spell DC?
I don't know. I don't have it in front of me because
You're a paladin, so charisma. Is charisma the spellcasting for?
Yeah, my charisma is +4.
It failed.
It's 17, yeah? I've got +3 on here on your character sheet.
He's coming off as a bit of a dom lately.
So I'd say the spell save DC was 10 plus 13, it rolled 11. Yeah, it fails. So it kind of, Kyro, you watch as the kobold suddenly just stops what he's doing, stands rigid, like, and just kind of turns around to face Sintyrr, your father, and just kind of like gets down on one knee with one foot on the ground and one knee touching the ground, and yeah, the opening is there and it stays still. It's the kobold's turn now, and that one is not going to be able to do anything. But all of the others, oh boy, all of the others, they've realised that they've run all into each other and they have advantage on this elf here. This wing kobold's going to move in like so. This one is just ringing around with 1, 2, 3 there. Got disadvantage on the attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yikes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy.
Get that healing spell ready.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
That's just
They swarm upon you.
That's just mean.
That's just,
well,
it's
that's
okay.
kobolds.
This is how kobolds work.
Get ready to
it is how
disengage and
kobolds
swap.
work.
Yeah, pack tactics. All of these guys have advantage except for one who has a regular attack because it's making up for the disadvantage from the vicious mockery. Oh boy. First kobold rolls. Oh shit. 23.
That hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage. Second one.
Oh.
20.
That I think hits.
You sustain 3 points of piercing damage from the daggers that are now like jutting into you from all sides. This is the regular roll. Rolls a 12 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Okay, that's advantage. 15.
That's my armor class, so yeah.
Hits you. I'm sorry about that. You take another 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
One more attack.
Fun.
Oh, 23.
Oh, that hits. Uh-oh.
You sustain 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I'm dropped to 0.
Just a 0?
Yep, just 0.
The rest of you watch through the open entryway as suddenly... Holy crap, guys. Oh, Jesus. There you go. As suddenly, a swarm of kobolds just like erupt from behind and just start jabbing away with like these crude shaped daggers. And Kyro, before you can even... Sorry, I keep on saying Kyro when it's Kyro, and I apologize for that.
It's alright.
But the daggers just get through your armor, through to your skin, and just penetrate in so many places. Blood just erupts from you, and consciousness escapes your form.
Yikes.
Please make a death saving throw.
Alrighty. That's just a d20, correct?
It is a d20. What did you roll?
15.
That's a success. So you're one step closer to stabilizing. Eirys,
Yay.
you have bardic inspiration.
Sweet. I need it. Okay. Okay.
I have a plan.
Ooh, yellow.
You have plans, Dan.
I have a plan.
Talking is a free action.
Everybody stay back.
Oh god, you're gonna kill. You're gonna kill her.
Aw, I don't want to die.
Don't kill him.
Suppose I need to get to him.
Eirys, what are you doing?
Can I actually
Ella and Young are
back to, can I step back to there, please?
You can.
Ella could go first.
And I want to shoot that one, please, with my
Roll.
short bow.
Make a roll. It's a regular roll. Regular roll. Regular roll.
Regular roll.
Ooh, okay, that's better. That's better. That's 18.
Hits. Roll damage.
Oh, I didn't even use my inspiration. That was just natural. Okay,
You can hang on to it for the next one.
I can. Okay. 8.
Okay, so as the last kobold like shoves its dagger into the side of Kyro, like, and Kyro collapses to the ground, he kind of looks at and he kind of snarls, and arrow hits him square in the open mouth. And he collapses.
So
That's it.
Am I able to just move to the edge a little more and then stealth, please?
Roll the check. You are using 8. Because the kobolds do not have good wisdom.
Oh, I rolled 11 before I even had my modifier.
Yeah,
so
so you're out of sight of the kobolds. Their passive perception is terrible.
yeah.
Yell.
Right, first off, bonus action healing word.
What?
Oh,
Who to?
thanks.
Oh, Kyro. Kyro.
Kyro.
I'm
Kyro.
the only one who has any injuries, so.
That's true. Make
So
the
that is
roll.
6 points of health.
Nice roll.
Yay, I'm
That
conscious
is-
again.
I walk towards them and I say, sorry about this. Back up again and I swear. I walk into that gap and
Yeah.
cast Thunderwave.
Okay, how do you want to? Which direction is this going to go?
Thunderwave's a cube originating from me.
In the
Uh,
center.
wait a minute.
Fun.
Wait a minute.
Okay, I'll live.
Hang on a second. So you're
Wait a
getting you're
minute.
getting everyone, including Kyro.
Yes,
Yeah, that's why I
this
said
is a great
sorry.
Plan, and I apologize, and I thank.
Oh,
Greg.
God.
Is it
He's
con
doing the
saves,
right
my friend,
thing.
or is it
I'll
strength saves?
It is
rush
con
in and
saves.
heal you
It's a
after.
-1 on kobold, so let's see how this goes.
I'll be fine. He healed
First
me
one,
first.
11 fails. Second one, 18
He was real
succeeds.
polite.
This wing kobold succeeds. I'm gonna-
Okay.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark on who
Mark.
succeeds with.
Yeah,
a
marks
little-
Plus, I
successes.
know he wasn't secretly trying to kill me in this because he healed me first, and that would have been
Fail.
stupid.
14 goes down to 13. Does that succeed or not?
13 is my DC.
So it does succeed. So both wing kobolds actually succeed against Thunderwave. They're flying. They're not affected.
No, it's not. Each creature originating from constitution on failed save creature. Doesn't say that they can't be flying.
A cube is
Yeah,
a
it's
3D
like
space,
it's like a
isn't
sound. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
3D.
it? Okay, yeah, I follow you.
Yeah.
14.
It's like a
Okay, so this
couple-
kobold also.
It's like a sphere of
Haha, I failed.
And that one
electricity.
fails. So everyone I've marked with a thunderbolt is super resistant to your thunder. Other than that, so 3 of them. Oh, sorry.
That's
Kyro is currently lying on the ground, eyes just opened with your healing word spell. Kyro, can you make a
And you're
Constitution
like,
saving throw,
"Sorry."
please?
Oh, I did, and I failed it.
Okay, so yeah,
I got a 7.
that is 11 points of
The
thunder
thunder
damage.
waves right through me.
11 is enough to just immediately blast these bastards away.
11 halved to either 5 or 6. You're cool.
5, and that's
I'm
enough
unconscious
to-
again.
It blows away this guy into oblivion. It blows away this one. This one gets like blown to the ground over here, and it's enough to blow its wings off. And it collapses to the ground, just like ah! And just like cradling like a newborn infant in a pool of its own blood. Kyro, you are flung against this wall. You bounce off. You are again.
Oh, I'm
You are
super
again,
unconscious.
unconscious. And I tell you what, 11. You're not quite okay. So now that you're at level 2 and you've got some more hit points, you're not going to get killed straight away by a spell like that.
Oh no, I wasn't instantly killed.
I'll say that the
I was just.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good.
You're feeling rough.
I'll say that the
Yeah.
kobolds here, the threat is neutralized. The last one is lying in a pool of its own blood. The wings have been blown off. It's suddenly surrounded by the bodies of its own kin. Yeah, the dangerous.
I'm
past of
gonna
Ella.
run over to my son and go heal him.
I'll say. Let me just roll something. Okay, Ella, you are first to act.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get over to Kyro if I can.
15, 20, 25. My
But
goodness.
she's faster.
Do whatever I can.
You can see, Kyro. You've got your channel divinity ability now at level 2. You can heal.
Oh yeah, I
up to 10
forgot about
hit
that.
points. Kyro, what's your total hit points?
Total 18.
So you can heal Kyro up
Like
to
my
9
max, I
hit
mean.
points. Ella.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Woo.
So that's your channel divinity. You've still got 1 hit point that you can use using that ability, but that takes up your action. Kyro, again, you are quickly brought back to consciousness as restorative energy repairs the broken spine that was slung against the wall by the spell of Yell. I'll say, Ella, that's your turn.
Mhm.
Sintyrr. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You run to the side of Kyro.
Yeah. Does he still look bad?
He's now awake. His eyes are open. He watches as you run over and kind of slide to his side.
I'm gonna heal him more.
Okay. Is that cure wounds?
Yeah.
It's 1d8 plus your charisma modifier.
All right. So that's a +4.
Are you sure? Because your charisma 17.
It's no, my charisma's 18.
The page that you've sent me on Orcpub has got it down as 17.
Why does it say 18 on mine then?
Let me refresh the page.
Did something happen?
No. Cool. So I'm happy for it to be 18. That's okay. What?
All
did
right.
you roll?
Not very well. It's because he's crying.
Your kind of wailing, emotional father kind of just slides across the kind of gravelly ground beside you, lays his hands on you, and just kind of completely, one hand's on the shoulder and the other kind of goes on the other side of you and onto the ground. So half the healing magic just goes straight into the ground. But you still restore 5 hit points.
You heal the rock next to him.
Yeah, there's a rock next to you that had a crack in it, and now it's whole.
Yeah.
You could say like the tears were blurring your eyesight, and you were like roughly there. But...
It's just like,
Amazing.
my boy!
Kyro looks supremely uncomfortable by this.
Kira's like
exchange.
amazing.
Okay. Let's just take a look at the turn order here. That was Sintyrr. Oh yeah. I'm having a really
Well,
good
Dad,
time.
I think he's feeling better, so he's gonna get on to his
well, while they were doing that, Eirys would have walked over to the crates and just started to have a rummage.
I want to check for traps.
Oh,
As you,
I
while
probably should have thought about that.
Ignore your poor crying father.
He's
Kyro,
kind
you
of
get to your
he
feet.
doesn't kind of he's not really a fan of the crying part at all.
Yeah.
Eirys, as you walk past this like battered and bleeding kobold now without wings, it kind of calls out to you like, "Oh God, no, please no!" And you kind of ignore it and you keep on walking across.
I don't ignore it. I'll just crush its windpipe.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk up to the one that's still alive, pick it up by the neck,
yeah.
cast thaumaturgy so my eyes turn deep black.
Oh God, no!
So, why are you guys here? Why are you stealing this dude's gems?
We have to eat. Oh God!
I loosen the grip a bit so we can.
And he's like, he kind of like, let me just think for a second. We raided that clan. They didn't have any guards on duty. It was too easy. We were gonna sell the gems.
So you're worse than us. I see. I get it now. I tighten my grip back up again.
Just
Now-
kill me already! Oh God, the pain! Ah.
Guys, opinion? Just open it to the room.
Then,
If he doesn't have anything useful to say, just go ahead and kill him.
yeah, no need to be cruel.
Kyro, you're closest to the wall. Ella, you are as well. Make perception checks.
Okay. After that, I shall look for traps. 13.
13. Ella, what was your perception check?
2.
2.
I'm getting rid of this dice.
She'll have inspiration! That's not gonna help,
Does
though.
Ella,
Oh yeah.
does Ella still have inspiration? When was that?
No.
No, Eirys has it. Oh, Ella
Yeah.
does one. I'm sorry.
Ella, just has
Thank you.
one.
I did forget. So
Ella, you don't detect anything, but Kyro, there's you kind of hear a kind of scuttling from deeper within the cave behind you. You turn around, there are cracks in the wall. They're small, but not that small. It's conceivable that something could fit through, and there's scuttling from within.
Does it sound similar to the scuttling from the first episode where we fought rats and such? Or is it a
More-
different kind of scuttle?
It's
more.
an arrow slit. We need to get out of here.
It's not it's a scuttle of a creature, not of a weapon.
Okay.
It's more insect-like.
Like a spear?
If it's a frickin' spider.
It's a spooter.
Does it
Ella's
sound
now
like
in a
I've been
spiders?
cursed by spiders. Loth hates
I know what spiders sound like. Does it sound like spiders?
Make a nature check.
Sure. I'm from the land of the spiders, so this should
Australia?
be doable.
you're from a land down under. You
Yes.
literally are.
Yeah, we are from
Yeah.
You literally are.
Yep. Well, I don't know what that is. It's like, that sounds weird.
Sounds
There's a
weird.
horse in
That's
here.
weird.
Eirys, you're over
Wait,
here.
you brought your
well,
horse in?
You've got the kobold in your arm. Ella, you hear.
I'm gonna
the
try
kind of
firing at the
approach
noise
of
with
the-
my weapon.
Say again.
I'm gonna try firing at the scuttling sound with my bow.
Oh,
I
you
don't
gotta
know what
fire
it
inside
is, but I did hear it.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just fire inside.
15.
He's got 3/4 cover. What does 3/4 cover do to armor class, RB? Maybe
3/4 cover gives you a disadvantage on the roll.
You're eating.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
And
I
So
I have a cookie.
15. You fire the arrow in, and you can hear it clattering off the inside of the wall. The crack is still quite narrow, and it just immediately deflects off the walls. The scuttling's growing louder. By the time that you've loosed the arrow, suddenly, scuttling from within. Oh, I need to make it bigger than that. Oh, that's too big. Never mind, it's medium. 1, and here from the other. 2.
Oh,
creatures
freaking out.
that look like giant cockroaches with like large feelers on the front and insect-like legs, and
I'll
long
shout to alert
branching
my
tails.
companions.
It's too late. One of them is on you, and
Oh.
he'll make
You shout as you get attacked.
he'll make an immediate. Yeah. He'll
Oh,
make an
I
immediate
apologise.
attack on you.
3/4 cover is +5 to AC. Apologies.
Yeah, I thought it was. So yeah, the arrow didn't hit. It increased the armor class.
Oh, shame.
So they're led, and as it kind of like looks up at you as it emerges from the crack, it looks at your dagger and sort of like goes.
Oh no!
No, I hate these.
Oh, I know what these are.
It makes a rush towards you with a bite action because you were able to detect its approach. It doesn't have advantage, and everyone else sees this as this happens. Eirys, you turn and you can see at the other side of the room these two cockroach-like creatures emerge.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do next.
It's going to make
Question.
Yes, what's your question, soldier?
Does a kobold count as an
Soldier.
improvised weapon?
Yes.
Kobold tossing.
A 20 to hit you.
Oh yeah, that hits.
You're getting a lot of damage today, man.
Mhm. I'm feeling the hurt.
You sustain 5 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this thing as an improvised weapon in a second.
So it makes a bite attack on you. I'm going to say that
I
both of them
don't get knocked
appearing. I'll make. Oh god. Oh god. I'll make their initiative roll 15 for the sake of consistency. We're back at the top of the order. Kyro, it's you to act.
Okay. I feel like these things might be rust bugs, but I'm not sure.
Oh, they're rust bugs.
Yeah, if they are rust bugs, I'm gonna try to grapple it. So I think I'm gonna try to grapple it, because that's what I'm assuming it is.
Make a
They
strength
might be. Alright. 16.
Okay, it rolled an 8, so you jump on it and you wrestle it to the ground. You sheath your daggers as you do so, and basically you and it are kind of like bundled up together, and you have it held. It is now considered grappled, which means I need to get up my thing, and the DM screen is really useful for these kinds of effects.
It's gonna be easier to hit it now.
Grappled, it can't benefit from any bonus to succeed. Yeah. So basically, its speed is 0. That's the only issue that has happened. That's your action and your movement. You're taken up with grappling the creature. Eirys.
Would I ever have encountered or heard of from my life in the city / like sewer tunnel and stuff like that, or are these new to me entirely?
Yeah, but they're new to you. You've not seen these creatures
Okay.
before.
All right. Okay, I would like to run over here, please, and take cover behind the boxes.
Okay. You benefit from half cover behind those.
Could I stealth, please,
Yeah.
with
make
my
that roll.
bonus action? Oh yeah. I'm rolling so bad. Could I? That was 14.
It's good enough. You're hidden from the creatures.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna shoot at this one, please.
Oh.
Oh wait, does it look like to me I have a clear shot, or is this gonna be one of those I shoot my friend things? I mean my acquaintance. We're not there yet.
I don't know how this works because it's currently being grappled by Kyro, so I'm imagining.
Oh, well, I am
that-
attempting to grapple it in such a way that my party members can, punch it to death.
If it looks like I've got a clear shot, I'll go for that one. If it looks like it's a 50-50, I'll go for that one instead. Like, lean around the boxes and shoot.
What I'll say is if you try and go for the one that's being grappled by Kyro, I'll roll a d20, and if it's 5 or less, it'll hit Kyro. This is upon discovering that
You
you're
still have inspiration, so
I'll go for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go for that one. Okay.
Because if you roll too low...
It was a 5.
Ooh.
A 5
That was
is
close.
Still has inspiration,
With my short bow plus thingy, that is 11.
Is that what you want to take? Or do you want to
Yay.
use your inspiration?
I'll take it as it is.
The arrow flies through and clatters off of the kind of exoskeleton shell around the outside of the body and does not hit.
Okay.
That chitin's too strong.
Yeah. Yell.
I'm gonna take my new body.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna run next to
Take him for a
Kyro.
walk.
Yeah.
And
This is
it's
the
like,
most pleasant
God, bug,
experience I've had.
squish it, and I'm gonna swing the kobold down on the grappled bug thing.
Grapple
Wow.
does not affect whether or not you get advantage or not, so it's just a regular weapon hit. Are you considered proficient with improvised weapons? You are, aren't you? One is, in general. I don't know. I'm going to say that I'm going to take away your proficiency bonus because the kobold is like flailing around and obviously resisting your attempt to use it as an
I
improvised
thought it was
weapon.
dead.
So
Do I get my jack of all trades? Nah, that's just skills.
Add your strength bonus is 3, right?
No, 2.
Add 2 to the roll.
13 total.
Oh my goodness. As you kind of whack the carcass-like body of the kobold over the exoskeleton of this kind of large cockroach-like creature, the body of the kobold just breaks, and there's snapping of sinew and bone, and the squealing of the kobold just becomes a deathly gaze of death as the body of the kobold just breaks over the exoskeleton of the monster. The kobold is now dead, and you've still got it in your hands, but it's dead. And
I broke the toy.
the rust monster is undamaged. Ella.
What was the
Go on,
point of
just squish
grappling
it.
this thing?
So is Kyro grappling one at the moment?
Yes,
Yeah.
the one that's immediately beside you.
If I attacked it, would it? I'm presuming it would hit Kyro.
There's
Wow.
a chance that it would. I'm gonna say
Okay.
because they're rolling around on the ground, you can see the one behind them.
Okay, I am gonna go up to the one behind them then.
Okay. If you're moving through, you'll move within zone of control, but no one's going to get an opportunity attack on you.
Yeah, because of the grappling stops opportunity and
Oh, does it?
actions. Yeah,
Okay.
it stops reactions and actions.
Does it? Let me
Yeah,
look at
the
this.
conditions of the grappler is incapacitated. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, that's the.
The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated.
Oh,
Somebody
sorry.
kill the thing I've
I
got
really-
in my
All
really
it
arms.
read that
does
wrong.
is just the speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed because its speed is 0. It can still take actions, and the only action it can do is to try and break away from your grapple. So Ella, what would you like to do?
I would like to get my hand axe out
Yeah.
and slash the little bugger.
Which one?
The one, that one, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Roll.
6.
Was the roll just 6, or was that including your bonuses, your modifiers?
Oh, yeah.
Add 2.
I'll just proficient.
And your
So,
say again.
8.
Yeah, again, the exoskeleton, the sort of like scaly, bug-like kind of armor that these creatures have they're able to just deflect. There's a lot of kind of the cutting motion is just bounced to the side by the armor, by the thick, armor of the beast.
Oh man.
Sintyrr.
I'm getting out my crossbow,
All right.
and I can't shoot at the one that's grappling.
There's a risk that you might hit Kyro if you take a shot.
I'm just gonna try to pull it off of him.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Make a
I will also grab. You know what? I'll just punch it.
Thank you.
Can I just punch it
Yeah, make an attack
with
roll.
my fists?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay.
Add your
Because
strength
I don't want to
modifier
stab
and
my
proficiency
son,
bonus.
but.
Yeah.
For an unarmed strike, yeah.
No,
Okay, so an unarmed. I don't. What is an unarmed strike?
It's your strength plus your proficiency, and then it's a
Okay.
1 plus your strength modifier
Alright, so.
if you hit.
Yeah, I'm
So-
grappling it, not the other way around.
I'm not. Yeah, so my strength is +3, my proficiency is +2, so it would still be 5, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
17 hits. You do 4 hit points of damage to the creature. As you kind of like see your son wrestling on the ground with this thing, you run across. You're just like, nah! And as you lash out with your fist, gauntlet in place, there's a crack as you make impact with the exoskeleton. and
I'll take
screeches.
it. I'll
Yeah.
take it, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, the crack is from the armor of the beast splintering behind from your.
Oh, okay.
So you are.
Okay, good.
You've made a crack in the armor. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Fantastic.
This one is going to turn. Is going to look at the axe that you're holding, Ella, and it's going to attempt to. It's going to like reach out with the kind of feathery antenna, and reach out towards the axe, almost attempting to like take a bite at it. You need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Not my axe.
Oh, me, seriously? 3.
Okay. The damage dealt by that weapon is permanently reduced by 1.
Rude.
So you need to make a note on the description for your axe that any bonuses that you add after you've added all your bonuses, you're taking away 1 from them. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So that's that guy's action. The other one is going to try and grapple out. So it's making a strength check. Kyro, make another one.
Alright.
Oh, barely matters unless you roll a natural one.
Oh, good. I don't.
Yeah, so you,
It's
you
grappled.
keep it held ground. You keep it held down. It's your turn.
Alright, I want to look around and see if I can see any rocks, preferably a pointy rock.
Oh, make a sleight of hand check. As you kind of scrap.
Oh no, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to pick up a rock. I want to slam the bug onto a rock.
Oh, I see. Perception check.
Okay. 11.
There appear to be a number of kind of the walls of this are sort of uneven and bedraggled. There's some kind of small stalactite kind of things on the wall, and you imagine you could throw that thing against there and try to like do some damage.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to bash this thing against the wall.
Make a strength check.
Alright. 8.
Oh boy. Natural 20. It holds fast against being moved, so it doesn't move an inch from its place. You've still got it grappled because it couldn't break free of the grapple, but you're not able to move it at all.
It's
Eirys.
struggling too hard.
Yeah, Eirys.
Okay, I will try again for this one.
Okay, you're firing from being hidden, so it's roll with advantage.
Oh, okay. I needed that natural 20.
Please, for the love of God, damage.
It hasn't. Sorry,
And
what's
it's
that?
sneaky.
roll damage. Don't forget
Yes.
to roll sneak attack. Don't forget every dice that you roll is doubled, so your sneak attack damage is doubled.
My favorite.
Just
Okay.
wait until you're like level 20s with 20 billion sneak attack dice.
So my damage, I roll twice the amount of d6s because it's a crit, right?
I
No,
would
you
say,
double whatever you get.
yeah, you roll.
Oh, I
the
roll
dice
one.
and double.
It's a fighter thing to get 2 dice.
What is sneak attack? Is that a d6?
It's
Yep.
a
It's a
D6
D6.
right now. Yeah,
So if I roll 2d6 and then double one of them or both?
both.
And then I add my
Both.
6. No, wait, that's just my... No, my 4, sorry, 4.
You
To
actually
damage.
So
roll this, yeah.
you double both the dice and add
Yeah.
your +4 at the end.
Oh, I
whatever
got
you roll,
2
you double.
ones! That's so annoying! I hate my rolling today.
2 ones is 2 doubled, that's 4 +4, that's
Womp womp.
8 damage.
It's
Yeah.
still
So the arrow digs deep into between 2 of these kind of extravenous shells and wedges itself in there, and it kind of wails in pain. Looks around, it's unable to see anything. You're still hidden. Yeah. Oh, what are you gonna
Could
do?
I use my bonus action to just like quickly glance around the crates and stuff? Is there anything there that looks particularly of interest?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20. I kid you not.
Okay.
Actually, natural 20.
Okay, so you kind of look around, and the crates are originally they appear to be like sealed, but there are cracks in there. And upon
Maybe
looking
you'll find-
inside, you see that the crates themselves are empty. But what the smaller box, which is below you on the Roll20 map, is a chest, and that appears to be locked. Not only does it appear to be locked, perception check natural 20, it appears to be trapped. So
Okay.
yeah, that's going to help.
And I'm
you.
guessing I don't have time to do anything with it this turn. It's just I now know. That's
what
it,
bonus
right?
Action, that's what the bonus action
Yeah.
is for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm done.
Ella.
Thank you.
Do I not get a turn?
Yeah, I was about to say, Yell's before me.
Oh, is Yell? Okay, I apologise. Yell, yeah, it's yours.
I am going to take out the willy. Every time.
Please, can we rename it that officially?
Two-handed.
Yes, good.
I'm
Man.
going two-handed.
Grasp it firmly.
And
You've just whipped out my willy two-handed.
oh yeah. And I'm going to thrust it into the grappled bug.
Roll the attack. Regular roll.
You didn't even get consent.
Just completely penetrating this bug's arm.
Natural 19 plus 4, that's 23.
That
Roll
sounds about
damage.
right.
He's a
Roll
beast
damage.
with this thing.
I'm a beast with my willy.
Oh,
6
D&D.
plus 2, that's 8.
The creature takes 8 points of damage, and you basically carve into the crack that was made by Sintyrr's fist, and it makes it wider, and it gets to the mushy flesh beneath, and it kind of reels up, and it grasps out with its feelers, and they wrap around the sword, and as you pull the willy out, there is clear corrosion along the breadth of the shaft, and it reduces in damage by 1. That's a permanent effect.
So what you're saying is
Efficiency.
that first I loosened it up with my by fisting it, and then he penetrated it, and but unfortunately his willy was
No, my willy.
damaged by bugs.
I'm gonna say that your unarmed strike was enough of a shock to it for it not to reach out with its feelers, because this is an effect that affects weapons, not unarmed strikes. But the effect is that if you attack it with a metal weapon, it will lose 1 damage permanently.
Yeah.
Please make.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go at it with my longsword, because I knew about that.
There you go.
I always thought that was an action, not a reaction.
I
Oh,
just know rust bugs like to eat metal.
Rust monster. Any non-magical weapon made of metal that hits the rust monster corrodes.
Yep.
It's just a rusty boy.
Yep.
Bad, Rusty.
Well, now everybody knows it's not magical.
Ella, the scales fall from your eyes. No, I'm kidding. Ella, what would you like to do?
Punch it!
I am gonna
Use your
sacred
fists,
flame.
woman!
Sacred flame.
Oh, okay.
That's better,
It's gonna
actually.
make dexterity saving throw. Whoops.
I didn't think of that.
It rolls a 5, which means it fails to get out of the way. Roll damage.
Bug.
Is it still 1d8 or is it
Yeah, it's 1d8.
still 1? Okay. Fuck's sake. 4.
Okay, still disastrous. So that, yeah, again, there's a flash of light from within it that kind of shines through the crack in the armor left by Eirys' arrow that's still wedged in there, and it staggers on its feet for a moment. Sintyrr.
I shall. I
Punch the
shall.
bug?
Yeah, I shall punch the bug again.
Make that unarmed weapon attack.
Yeah.
Plus 5 to the roll.
Seven.
It glances off. The armor's too tough. I assume you don't want to do anything else?
I don't know. Cry.
Okay, you're crying as you see that your son wrestle with a giant bug monster that eats weapons. The one that, Hero, your one's going to try and break free of the grasp. It rolls a natural 20.
I'm too disturbed by the crying.
Yeah. So
And the
you
bug
are-
escapes.
it gets out of your grasp and moves along here. As it does, Ella and Yell get attacks of opportunity.
Sweet.
Whoa.
How useful.
Very useful. I am gonna sacred flame again.
It has to be with a weapon.
I?
There's a
Oh.
special
As
feature
it's
to say-
already damaged my weapon, I might as well go for it.
You're going to go for it again with your weapon.
Yeah,
Okay, make that attack.
it doesn't lose a plus to hit, it's just the damage.
It's just the damage.
14 plus 4, that's 18 to hit.
It hits. Roll damage. Don't forget to take 1 away from it.
I won't. Well, instead of plus 2, I have plus 1.
Okay, yeah.
6 plus 1, that's 7.
Okay. The blade whips through the air and cuts one of the feelers off of it, along as like slashing it across the face, blinding it in one eye. And as it does, it lashes out with the other, and your weapon loses another damage. Ella, what are you going to do? Are you going to take your opportunity?
Yeah.
With the axe?
Yeah, it's already.
Roll damage! Oh, sorry, roll the hit to hit. Sorry, roll to hit.
Oh, hello. 18.
18 hits, roll damage.
1d6. Four.
4.
Yeah.
Did that include removing 1 damage because it's the hand axe?
Oh no, 3. Sorry, 3.
Okay.
Forgot about
The hand axe rakes through again. Unfortunately, guys, it's just the nature of the beast. Your hand axe loses another damage point permanently.
Poor axe.
That's that. The second one, who hasn't actually had a turn yet. In fact, this one's broken out. It's used its action. This one's going to, as Ella kind of hacks out with her axe, take a bite attack against her. It rolls a 10.
Miss!
You lash out with your weapon and hack the other one, and you turn and you see its open fang right in front of your face because you're not far off the ground. You raise your shield and smack it in the teeth, preventing it from hitting you. Kyro.
Alright, I want to attempt to crush it.
Unarmed strike?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that just a d20 plus strength?
It's d20 plus strength and proficiency. You're considered proficient
Oh,
with your
okay.
fists, would you believe it?
Fantastic. And my feet, I assume. I think I have advantage because flanking, is that a thing still?
I'm gonna say because it's like facing towards like both of you.
Okay, that's fair. Just regular then. I
Natural
crit.
20.
Alright, what's damage for that?
What?
This is interesting. Arby, this is a question. What happens when you roll a natural 20 on an unarmed strike?
Can I kill it?
Arby, you're muted.
It does double damage.
It does double damage. Okay.
It does double damage.
So what is the damage? Your damage is 1 plus your strength modifier. What's that?
My strength mod is 1.
So
It's 2 double to 4.
4 damage. Oh, guys, the rules of this game. You kick at it and crunch on its head, and it breaks, and bits of scale start falling off all across its body. It's shaking in front of you, but it's still alive. Eirys, you are still hidden.
Cool. Could I? How much of like my turn / bonus action / whatnot could I use up to get this chest unlocked and untrapped?
Actually
You'd
do
have
stuff
to-
like that.
Would it be 2 turns essentially, 1 to disarm
Yeah.
and 1 to unlock? Okay.
Yes, it would. Yeah.
Could I please unlock it?
You're
My
going to
action.
attempt. You're going to attempt to just unlock it.
All right. Is it?
It's trapped.
You've
Does a
seen
trap
on your
happen
perception
before
check.
it gets unlocked? It's not like.
It's possible. I would.
What you
Okay,
can
yeah,
see,
I'll un-
what, Eirys,
I
what
was
I'll say-
thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Go
What
on.
I'll say that you can see is there is a wire running just along the inside of a tiny crack you can see in the opening that's designed to kind of snap and release something upon the chest being opened, physically opened.
Okay, but not unlocked.
Yes.
So I will try and unlock it, but leave it closed, please.
All right. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
Don't you get to add your proficiency with thieves' tools?
Oh, you're so smart. I got a thing. I have a thing.
Yep.
Where is it? Features and traits, expertise. Nope. Sneak attack. Nope. Financial. Nope. Oh, I can't fit. But yeah, it was. I get to like with set things. Get to double my something.
Yeah.
I got a 16 plus. What's my sleight of hand? So 22.
Yes.
And then plus whatever I might be adding for that. But I can't find it just yet.
Expertise, you can either choose to double a skill or 2 skills or a skill and thieves' tools.
Oh wait, is that?
I
level
did-
2? We forgot to do that.
No, it's level 1.
Oh, okay.
Expertise. Is level 1.
Expertise. Oh, I chose stealth and perception, so it won't be.
So you just get your
So-
proficiency for.
Yeah, so oh, and then plus 2 because of my proficiency, or would that already be counted in my sleight of hand? So I think 24 if I add my plus 2 proficiency as well because it's thieves' tools.
I think when you use your thieves' tools, that's in addition to your natural proficiency. It basically doubles your bonus because it makes you extra good. So I'm happy to say
Okay.
24, and as
Okay.
you kind of stick the lockpicks in there, you hear the satisfying movement of the mechanism around, and then you remove them. It is unlocked.
Okay.
And that's your action.
Would I? And it sounds really like improv. Would I be able to just make a fluke shot, like not really hitting anything, just like fire an arrow in any direction, just to make it look like I was still in the fight?
Free.
as my bonus action. No, that's cool. Okay, I'll just chill.
If you start allowing things like that, then multiple attacks a turn quickly become a thing. Okay, yell.
Oh, it's me.
You got free movement here.
I do.
The one on your left is looking absolutely on the verge of death, and the one on the right is looking pretty beat up, actually.
What actions have I got? I'll just go to the slightly stronger looking one.
Okay.
Because everybody else is surrounding the weaker one.
Yeah.
And you know what? At this point, I'm not going to be keeping it, so I'll attack it with my sword again.
All right then. Roll the attack.
Natural 14 plus 4, that's 18.
Roll damage.
That was a 2.
Oh, buddy. I'm afraid the weapon goes down another. That's losing 3 now, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that's you. Any bonus action?
Nobody really needs inspiration at this point because it doesn't add to damage.
Hitting it's still good though.
Everybody's been hitting it so far. That's not the bit we're struggling with. Yeah, no, that's me.
All right, Ella.
Hello. Can I aim for one? That one.
Yeah. With the axe or?
Nope. Because I'm just gonna do Sacred Flame again on it.
Okay. Dexterity save, or it's an 18.
Oh.
So yeah, you kind of conjure the energy. You raise your hand, and the kind of mini implosion of energy, it ducks out of the way of at the last moment. You could try and move away, but it would have an attack of opportunity on you.
No, I'm gonna stay.
Sintyrr.
Okay.
He is looking absolutely like on the verge of death.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal him.
You're gonna heal the bug.
Oh wait, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I just heard Verge of Death and my healer instinct kicked in. But oh wait.
Heal the monster.
Yeah, let's just step on it real good.
Unarmed strike, go for it.
Yeah.
It's +5, isn't it?
Is 15 all right?
15. Just hits, roll damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's unarmed strike, so it's 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Just stomp it like a bug because it's a bug, and also he's at the same time. He's almost doing it gingerly because he doesn't like bugs, but
Okay. Yeah.
but you know.
You crunch it on the head, kind of like really hard, and there's a splurt of like rust-colored innards that kind of splashes on your boots, and you kind of recoil like, oh god, oh god. That's it. This one here is going to turn his attention to Yell, who's just swung at it, and is going to unleash a bite attack. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's a 6 to hit you, Yell.
6. Ooh, that might. No, that doesn't.
It can't do anything else at this point. It's not going to attempt to retreat yet. It's going to see if it can last. Kyro.
Alright.
Is on you.
I'm gonna slide on around over here.
Shoop, shoop. Oh god.
zone.
Shoot.
I got enough movement. There we go.
I'd say at this
And,
point, because it's Ghost on Yell, it's a flanking maneuver. I'm going to give you advantage on that.
Thanks. I'm gonna try to squish it with my boot.
Roll with advantage.
I believe that's +3 to hit.
Oh wow. Okay. Roll again.
Well, it hits. That's something.
Yeah. So.
Can I get my sneak die?
Yeah. Roll sneak attack damage on top of that unarmed strike.
Yes.
So the unarmed strike is just
5.
okay. So that is 1 plus your strength modifier plus 5.
So that's 7.
7. Crunch. It doesn't see as you kind of sneak around the others, keeping to the kind of shadowy bits of the cave, and you just jump up and like do a full-on mid-air karate kick to its side, and your foot kind of like splinters through, and you manage to just about stay on your feet through the impact. It's in a bad way, guys. Eirys, you're beside an unlocked but unopened chest.
Well, you guys have clearly got the bug handled, so I'll just go and disarm this trap.
Okay. Is that sleight of hand again, RB? Can you remind me?
Disarming. Sure.
I thought it was stealth. Well, I suppose it depends on the trap. I know that they do stealth a lot on Critical Role, but I think that's when it's like a gas sort of cloud thing, isn't it?
That's the deck saves that they do.
It's a deck save to get out of the way
sorry.
of a triggered trap, but to
Oh, if
disarm
it's
one,
triggered.
I'm gonna say make another sleight of hand check.
Okay. Okay. 14.
Make a deck saving throw.
Ah. Ooh, that's better. Let's see. 19.
Okay, that's fine. A cloud of sort of vapid gas escapes from the chest because you accidentally trigger the trap in attempting to disarm it. You take only 3 points of poison damage from the cloud instead of 7.
Okay.
You got out.
Could I use my bonus action to anything that's like a pouch of gems or gold or like something small but looks valuable, like whatever's on top? Can I just grab it and pocket it and shut the case, please?
I'm gonna say near the top there are 2 vials. One of them is a red liquid that looks like it has shimmering light inside, and the other is clear liquid with a tiny prick of red. But as you look at it, the red grows and encapsulates the entire bottle, and then shrinks down to a tiny point, and then grows to encapsulate the whole bottle, and then shrinks back down to the entire point.
That's weird.
I think I know what that is.
Okay, could I grab both and tuck them inside my armor and just close the lid, please?
You can. Everyone's too distracted to pay attention to you there.
We don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Are those 2? Those are the smallest things you just grab for the first things that you see.
Yeah, and could I just step like 5-10 feet away from the chest, please? And then that's it.
All right. Yell.
I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna stab it into the thing and just leave it there if it hits.
All right. Attack roll.
Bug kebab.
Damn it, that was almost a natural 20. And then it rolled onto a 14.
Oh.
The 14 hits. Roll damage.
Hey.
That one. 8 minus 1, 7.
How do you want to do this?
I literally just want to take the sword that's now rusting away, and just as it opens its mouth to go for another bite, I just lunge it through it and leave the sword in its body.
Oh, May. And as you do, it kind of, the light kind of escapes from its eyes and goes to a dim glow, and it collapses onto the ground. You now have 2 bodies of these large cockroach rust monsters on the ground around you.
Damn thing rusted my willy.
Shame that.
I'm gonna miss that sword.
You guys kind of turn. You look amongst each other. Eirys approaches from the side of the room.
I was gonna once the thing was fought, kind of wait until somebody like was looking around and then walk over to the chest and then pretend to pick the lock.
Oh, okay.
Can I make a perception check?
I'm gonna look for traps and also valuables.
You
Just
can
in
make a
the
perception
room.
check, Yell, and Kyro make an investigation check.
Alright. 17.
Am I making a perception or investigation? Sorry, perception. Yeah, that's what I
You're
said.
making a perception look around here.
5.
There are dead kobolds and dead giant bugs, and you watch as the kind of hilt of your sword snaps off as the rust bugs sort of like antenna wrap around it and finish it off.
Can I pile the kobolds up in such a way that I can play Jenga with?
Oh.
That's morbid.
Okay,
Oh,
so
well,
make
not
a
good
strength
for
check to
Jenga.
move the bodies, and then a sleight of hand check to see how successfully you're able to mold them.
It'd be better if like
20 total on the strength check.
Yeah, that's fine. You're able to move these all in. That's fine. All of the bits as well.
And sleight of hand. 17 plus 3, that's another 20 total on the sleight of hand.
I mean, Sintyrr, if you wanted a game of Jenga, there's one set for you.
I think Sintyrr is like, no thanks.
Ella,
Good.
your new deity has like created an amazing new method of entertainment that transfixes you. Oh wait, no, the sword is gone, so the aura has faded.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not special anymore.
He was unchosen.
Wait, are you saying Ella was transfixed on my willy?
Oh god damn it!
And I think that's all she was in it for, because the moment that thing went, you're just a piece. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, move on.
Nothing,
You
Wow,
have no
guys.
use any further.
Right.
Very good. How did my
so-
17 investigation go?
You kind of look around the room. You make your way over to where Eirys is, and she appears to be picking the lock of the chest, taking a lot of care and time over it. You investigate what appears to be just a kind of bench. There's nothing in and around it. You look inside and open up the kind of crates here, and there's very little inside except for what appears to be rotting food, some really
Gross.
old moldy bread, some fruit that has like flies buzzing around it, like in The Sims when you leave your dinner out for too long. And,
Ah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
dreadful.
Gross.
And yeah, Eirys is looking at the chest. That's what takes your biggest focus. You can see on your right hand side as you walk around, there's pale starlight and moonlight shining through a crevice on the far side of the room. That's obviously the entrance out to the road. There just seem to be two main chambers of this cave. Doesn't seem to be anything going on in there. You kind of glance outside, nothing around.
Alright.
You return to where Eirys is to see her finishing picking the lock.
Can I open it now and have a proper look at like what is before me rather than just a quick glance?
Okay.
I'd like to look too.
All right. Inside, for the sake of brevity, I'll say that this is all of the valuables that these kobolds had amassed are in this chest. You find a total of 27 copper pieces, 14 silver pieces, 9 gold pieces,
9.
9.
9.
and 4 platinum pieces.
I'll split the platinum.
Okay. And
Well, do they not belong to that kobold over there right now?
You mean the Dragonborn?
Dragonborn?
That's
I take
what
offense to that.
Yeah, I think that Dragonborn calling them a kobold would be sort of like saying that he's small and weak and kind of a jerk.
Dragonborn never saw the money. It's fine.
Have you got my gemstones? Are my gemstones in there?
Are there gemstones in here?
No, there is.
You do see.
Guys.
1, 2, count them. There are 9.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we found some gemstones.
He kind of comes over. It's like, how many of them are there? Are there 9?
Yes.
You're so truthful.
Thank you so much.
I nod
pocket them.
approvingly.
I have all the money though,
That's true.
which I assume Eirys took at least half of it though. I'm not sure.
I would at least have held it ransom until we got a payment.
Yes.
He kind of
Depending on.
opens up.
I mean, the gems are the ransom until we get paid, I assume.
Mm.
He opens up a small kind of like pouch, and he says, This pouch is all the money I have. It is 30 gold pieces in total," and he kind of hands it over to Kyro.
All right.
I tossed him the gold that I had.
And he kind of like he doesn't know about the money, but he's interested in the 9 gemstones.
All right.
Can I identify the gemstones as they're like handed over?
What, as a first level spell?
Oh no, as in just like try and guess what type of gems they are as they're handed over.
I need to be reminded about your background, yeah. I don't think there's anything in your background that would mean that you would know necessarily what these gemstones were.
Can
apart
I
from
can
three
I
gemstones.
try to tell what kind of gemstones they are?
We have a gnome, guys.
That's true. I mean, you can make a history check, Sintyrr.
Okay. History.
As you walk over.
Okay, let's see if +2 does it. $19.
Oh, yeah. It's difficult to see because of the speed at which they're being handed over, but you recognise a sardonyx, a bloodstone,
Okay.
The kind of vivid red running through and like in lines around the rock. A
Okay.
citrine, a moonstone. There's a jasper piece and another.
Hmm.
And quartz. You're pretty sure that's quartz. And there's like a handful of those. So there
Okay.
seems to be, and from what you're aware of, like they're pretty valuable stones.
Okay.
Kyro is gonna ask the Dragonborn guy where he's from.
Me? Oh, it's you probably never heard of it. It's a dragonborn clan. It kind of just roams the plains and the roads of the fields around Uth, really.
Hmm.
It's called... Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. I still want to know what his clan's called.
Well, it's called Calarith.
Okay.
I shouldn't have come here. I know the elders said that it was dangerous, and I can see that now. But I'm deeply grateful to all of you for your help, and I can see now that I need so much more training before I go out on my own.
Yeah. Don't get yourself into trouble like this again, okay?
Yeah, I definitely will. But thank you so much.
You mean you won't, right?
But if you ever do, remember we will help you out for payment.
I will definitely remember that. Thank you again. And he kind of takes the gemstones and kind of puts them in the satchel on his back.
Okay, stay safe.
Bids you well and moves to exit the cave back into the night and to his clan. And as you guys kind of like take this opportunity to rest and to maybe take a bit of a breather, and Eirys, I'm going to say, by the time this is all done, your bardic inspiration has faded.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
You take a look at the group that you're becoming and the encroaching mountainside village beckoning to you as the next stage of your journey begins. And that's where we're going to finish tonight's session.
Was it a short rest we took?
I mean, you can choose to take a short rest, but that's just me wrapping up the session.
Okay.
Yeah, short
X's
rest
and
is good.
P's.
Oh,
A
yes.
long rest.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Got some money.